Hi, everybody. Welcome to a very special one-shot episode featuring the cast, well, most of it, RIP, of Red Dirt and Stardust, as of yet untitled. But we're going to a ball, guys. Yeah, we're all fine ladies. Well, most of us. I think one of us is a two of us are gentlemen. I'm a fine lady, but I'll be your GM for the evening. So, does everybody want to give us like maybe a little introduction, what you guys are doing to get ready for the ball? Just a quick little what's up? Uh, who wants to go first? Who's going?
You want just like a quick little like character drop?
Sure, yeah, character drop a little like are you doing your hair? What are you doing? Are you nervous? Are you what's
Okay,
up?
okay. I'm nervous. Eiland Forsythe. Um, I come from a lesser noble family. I'm currently under the stewardship of one of the Finch family members. I'm getting ready for the ball to go with him as an escort. Um, that's it. I'm polishing my ball armor. That's it. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say you're
Also,
polishing your balls for
also
a
I
second
literally
there.
ball armor
Ball
is like
armor.
a 10
Just
no.
out
like
of 10 fucking
polishing a cod piece.
Polishing the ball armor. Yep.
All right. So I'm Hawthorn Yarding. One of my family members married somebody in the Greenwood family, so I am technically part of this whole shindig. Incredibly minor noble, probably only one estate, rather small, only a few acres. Most of it is forest where I learned about animals because I went stereotypical Disney princess. So Hawthorne is definitely saying goodbye to all the animal friends that she has, hugging all the little like wild boars and wild deer that are in the on the estate. However, she is followed by about a dozen to maybe 14 or 15 gold birds that it's hard to tell if they're actually real birds or if there's some sort of like spirit illusion-y thing, but they are constantly flittering and flying around her. And that is Hawthorne.
Okay. Thank
Um,
you.
my character's name is Elderon Greenwood from the illustrious Greenwood family.
Mhm.
He, because he didn't go into the same like nature specific category as the rest of his family, he was not so much banished as he was like expelled. Um, He is currently in a carriage riding to the ball. Um, he has, should I describe his appearance?
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah, let's see. Da, 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 da. Extras. Nope. Notes. Background.
Background.
Yay.
Yep.
Um, he's about 5'9". He's got um, bright amber, honey amber eyes, a rosy complexion with green undertones, similar to his cousin. He also has long, curly red hair that grows darker at the ends. Um,
Okay.
and he's wearing like a very form-fitted black suit with like rose and thorn golden filigree.
Oh, okay. We got saucy. Hmm.
Yep. And that's him.
He's what was his species again?
He's Eladrin.
Oh, he's an ally. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Got it. I was
Both of us
wondering
are
what
nice.
Eladrin.
the
Good
green,
choice.
the green under. I was like, wait a sec. What? Okay, okay. Yep.
I'm just full on green.
Right, right.
So I'm going to be playing a young miss in her second season, Leticia Criffington.
Mm.
Now, for those unaware, the family Criffington was recently nearly racked and destroyed with scandal when their heir apparent ran off with one of the help, but nobody in polite society will speak of it, mind you, because no one wants to risk the ire of last season's Belle of the Ball, Diamond of the Crown, Maeve Criffington, currently Queen of Northumberland. Or, well, Queen apparent because she married the Crown Prince the catch of last season. So, with foreign royalty as in-laws, or in the case of Miss Leticia Criffington, literally her elder sister, um, ousting the Criffingtons from high society is not particularly viable at this point. There may be hushed whispers and rumors milling about them for a scandal here or a scandal there, but they just have too many connections. Appearance wise, I'd like to think like this is when she shows up at the top of the stairs or whatever to descend into the ball.
Mhm.
She's or should we do that later? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have that moment. Everybody's gonna get
Okay,
that
we'll have
moment.
that moment later. In the meantime, like we'll just say she's obscured in a very deep, dark robe in her own carriage, softly plucking at a lute in her lap to pass the time while people unload.
Okay. Little bit just since I heard like I think three of you mentioned Greenwoods. Eiland, did you say you're uh
Um,
Greenwood adjacent?
I am under the stewardship of one of the
Okay.
finches.
Oh, Finches. You are Finches. Okay. So a little bit on the Greenwoods. Most notable person there that you're probably going to meet, Octavia Greenwood, who is magical studies. Yes, magical studies instructor at Miss Chickwick's Institution for Exceptional Young
What was the
Lady.
first name again?
Octavia.
Octavia. Okay.
She's actually the one responsible in part for the Greenwoods getting some of their clout. A lot of their land holdings were absorbed when she married the eldest son of Charles Huxley, a large landowner a couple of decades ago. She's in her 40s now. But yeah, the Finches, one of the other primary families, I believe they are, thankfully, not the ones who made their fortune in the slave trade. They're the second wealthiest noble family of Andell. They just have gigantic land holdings, farms, things like that, migrant workers, that sort of deal. Lots of money and lots of pots. Sebastian Finch, you will probably meet him. He will be in attendance. Lady Eliza Finch, the mother of Sebastian Finch, is the current head of the family, is dead. Eliza, Sebastian, you'll meet. Humbert Finch, also of note. He is the sorceress arts instructor at Argentus, and also Humbert's cousin, or Sebastian's cousin, rather. Anyway, so we all arrive at the ball. You are welcome to have family members in attendance if you would like. I don't know if any of you prepared that, but just tossing that out there. So at the very first bit, will just be y'all's arrival. You will have a little bit of an opportunity to mingle with some of the people that are there before you may be formally introduced and descend down into the courtyard. So you all arrive in the grand foyer, I'm assuming one by one. Whomever arrives first, you're go, I don't know, roll. I can roll. I can pick
I'm
somebody,
probably
or
going
you
to
can just say,
arrive later
okay.
because I'm going to obviously, I'm assuming we're going to be walking up or having been driven up like a drive
Yeah,
of some
sure.
kind.
Mhm.
I am probably going to get distracted by animals if there are any there.
Yeah.
I may have to hug one of the wild bunnies that might be hopping around in the rose bushes. So I'm probably going to be a little bit later, so somebody else go first.
I feel like Elderon is going to see his cousin doing that, and he's just going to walk up to her. So I'll pause for now.
Okay. Heard. So Eiland and Leticia, looks like one of you is up.
I can arrive on time as I am accompanying a Finch. Sure, why
Sure.
not?
So yeah, 8 o'clock in the evening ish. It is dusky in a, we'll call it England like country ish, whatever. So it's cool, moderate. It's called an early summer evening, June ish. The beginning of Senate season. And yeah, you roll up to the manor. It is just ginormous. I mean, the place is ridiculous. The amount of money that this woman had to have had to purchase this property, absolutely crazy. For your this is your first time out, yes?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you've probably never seen anything like this. I mean, the Great Georgian Manor, the windows are insanely huge. The panels of glass on their own, just that cost crazy. Giant double doors. You've got a couple of columns holding up this little sort of rotunda bit that comes out in front of the door. The house appears to be 2 stories. There may be a basement. You don't know. And yeah, carriage drops you off. You guys are greeted by, let's say, a footman who escorts you inside. And you see a few other people milling about. I don't know if you would specifically recognize anybody yet. How long have you been a steward of this, or been stewarded by this Finch person?
Let's say it's Humbert Finch, and let's just say like a year or two.
Cool, Humbert. All right. That's fun.
Okay, cool.
All right. So if are you and you're arriving with Humbert then?
Yep, 100%.
Okay, we like it.
I see like gears turning over there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because I know things about Humbert. Let's say, so I don't know if you would obviously you would know this about him. Everybody assumes it about him. He is the black sheep of the family a little bit. He's very flamboyant. He arrived this evening in a purple velvet suit. Just throwing that out there.
As a fellow black sheep of a family, this makes sense.
Getting that kind of a vibe from him. He's not here to find a wife, is what we're saying. Yeah. So yeah, Humbert has absolutely no problem taking you by the arm, escorting you in. Like, he thinks you're a little cutie, but your skills, we'll say, have yet to be proven. You've not yet attained entry into the academy, I take it. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. So other people that you would see then, that you might recognize, Sebastian Finch, current head of the family. Sure. He's milling about, little ginger head hanging out over there. You spy him probably talking to at least 3 women at the same time, possibly offending one of them. She just like turns around. It's like, okay. His mother, looking on from the sidelines, kind of at the other side of the foyer here, just shaking her head disapprovingly, but she doesn't chastise him. She's too gentle for that.
I would probably.
And
you said he definitely, like, there's a offended female figure that might have walked away from him, you said?
Potentially, yeah. Let's say, yep, yeah. There
okay, I would grab a drink and wallflower my way over to her direction.
So yeah, it's she's actually making her way back to another young man. Looks actually identical to her. It's kind of weird. Like, you didn't really notice at first until he like turned around, started talking to her. They both have like curly auburn hair. The only difference is like hers is long, she's in a dress, and his is kind of cropped pretty short. And he wears a pair of glasses. She doesn't. But she's scurrying over to him and like obviously retreating to somebody she knows for comfort when she notices you come up. Do you like say anything or
Oh shit! Not the minute I realize she's with someone else.
Abort,
Panic mode
abort, move
initiate. I'll
away.
just stand nearby with my drink, like do.
cool, okay, just bailing right out of it.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Okay, there is probably one more person that you'll see. Let's say he's not quite arrived yet. Um, our other guest will go to.
Okay, so I think Leticia probably arrives in the middle of the pack. Not super early, not perfectly on time, but not unfashionably late. And so she's gonna come down the stairs or whatever. Or there's stairs. I think are we coming downstairs or walking up?
So you are entering into a foyer. You after we do this little bit, we will kind of out of time sequence address all of your entries, like being led down the grand staircase by the butler and introduced.
Okay. So she's gonna just she's not particularly tall for an elven woman. Probably like 5'5", 5'6". But there's more height to her right now than you would expect because as her cloak hood is like probably a good like 5 or 6 inches above where her head actually should be because of her hairdo, which is she undoes her cloak. It looks like fucking these big old fucking Gary Oldman and Dracula double like
Yes,
fucking it's
like
a pen and
victory
bun of
roll.
hair.
Oh my
Okay.
fucking
Um,
god, I love it.
they're
Love
vaguely
it.
it forms almost like a vague heart shape, and her face is framed with a set of white curls. Her hair is like pretty white because this is the first reveal that she is. Well, for people who knew, she and her sister and their mother are dark elves, not high elves, Eladrin, anything like that.
Mhm.
Wood elves, like a good chunk of her family.
I see.
They're dark elves. Her complexion is this deep, ashy purple. It's somewhere between purple and gray. It's quite lovely. And against her skin, her dress is this pale petal pink. Empire waisted, so it's coarse. It's not really corseted necessarily, but it's tight on the girls, and they're up,
Mm.
pushed up. They are big. They are beautiful. They are there.
Hmm.
Because that is the fashion currently in some circles.
She said hello.
Mhm. She's a bit more full-figured or Rubenesque for an elf than like the emaciated stereotype of what elven women should look like.
We
Uh,
stand.
yeah. Her layers of skirts are just a haze of these same various whites and petal pinks. And she's got a shawl wrapped around her bare arms because her dress really does it's pretty much sleeveless. And her makeup is her eyes are lined in silver instead of black to pop out against the white of her eyelashes, and there's these little like moth pattern wings at the edge for instead of a cat eye. And she's just going to clip her way gently with her skirts billowing around her slightly forward. Just it's this is a much more showy season for her than last season because last season her older sister took center stage and bagged herself a prince. So this is her first season without dealing with her sister breathing down her neck. So she's gonna just kind of take a brief look around, maybe get a dance card for her wrist if that's customary. Um,
Uh, sure. Yep.
yeah, and see if
Mhm.
she can get her dance card filled up by any of the bachelors in the room and make a good impression. She was supposed to be here with her cousin as one of her escorts, but unfortunately he's bottle sick today and unable to make it to the first party. He spent too much time with the bottle the night prior, but of course no one here would know that. Um, so yeah, she's going to try to see if anybody catches her eye, see if she catches anybody else's eye, see if anyone from her family is there, that sort of thing.
Beautiful. Let's see. So, I mean, sure. Let's say there's another cousin milling about. Somebody you don't rather care for. I mean, she doesn't offend you in any way. She just was never really that notable. Mousy brown brunette. Let's call her Sarah. So yeah, she's chilling over there, kind of looking like she has no idea what to do with herself in like a plain yellow dress. You may approach her or not. Like, feel free to leave her to her own devices. She looks pretty frightened.
She'll grab a champagne flute.
There's a a butler just kind of milling about. All right, so
cousin Sarah.
Oh, is that Leticia? Is that you?
Oh, Sarah, darling, don't look so perturbed. It's the first ball of the season.
I've never. Do you think my dress is all right? She's kind of like covering her. She feels a little awkward.
Oh, it looks. I'll look her up and down. Does she actually look good, or is this?
Yeah, like she actually looks decent. Like this is her. Somebody spent some kind of money on this dress. It doesn't look shitty. I mean, it's not the fanciest thing that you've seen, but she's got there's a little ruffle at the edge of the breast line here. Maybe her waist is cinched in. She's definitely corseted. The skirts are plain but well sewn. And she has some decent shoes on. It's her hair more than anything that's kind of odd. Like it's sort of stringy and brown, and she's got it trying to do this thing that it really doesn't want to do. So bits of it keep kind of falling out of place, and she's got little pieces she keeps fussing with them.
Sarah, darling, don't keep messing with. You look divine, cousin. You'll be. Is this her first season or?
Oh yeah, first one. Like she doesn't know what she's like fiddling with this is uncomfortable.
Now, conspiratorially, I'm gonna link arms with her briefly. Now, darling, you in that dress, you look positively a dream. We just need to see if any of the young gentlemen of high society are intrigued with the dream that you could offer. So
and
fussing with your hair.
She's still it's like puts her hand. Shit. And we'll leave you guys to chat for a little bit. At this point, Eiland and Leticia, since you've arrived first, you're seeing people beginning to sort of funnel towards the direction where there's a staircase that goes up. On the other side, there's a staircase that goes down. There's kind of just like a bit that overlooks the foyer that you're in, and then the staircase descends down into an opening into what appears to be on the other side of the courtyard. There's a gentleman up top, dressed in black livery again, who is escorting people down the stairs into what appears to be more of a where sort of the party is sort of going on, and he's making the formal introduction. So you're seeing people begin to descend. Eiland, Humbert, he kind of lets you go, like, kisses, you'll be fine, and just like goes off to be introduced to the rest of the crowd.
Oh, God. My safe space.
And so Humbert goes off, but you do peep Sirius arriving at about that time. He's coming in the door, rugged, dark gentleman. He's not bothered to even arrive clean shaven. He doesn't care for that. Sirius is the youngest knight in the kingdom. He's the combat arts instructor at Argentus Academy. The most notable thing about him being that like he weirdly, for other members of his family, has these like crazy deep set, like almost black eyes. Like it's kind of creepy, but he's still hot. Yeah, so you sort of peep him coming in. Leticia, you're also noticing people are starting to be like formally introduced. So I'm assuming you and Sarah maybe migrate your way over there, and Elderon and Hawthorn perhaps make their way inside the building at some point.
After a hot second of me seeing like a bird or a rabbit and like obviously deviating over to it, I'm wearing a very nice dress. It kind of almost has like a built-in shawl over the top, sleeveless, covered in like these lovely blue moon and sun and star motifs. The dress is double slitted up the side, and she's wearing a nice green pair of heels that she somehow seems adept at using. And I'm just off the trail into the grass, pick up the bunnies one by one, give them each like a forehead kiss, and then make my way inside. You probably see me do this, Elderon, just like off the path, grab bunnies out of a bush, kiss them on the head one by one, and then make my way inside. So I am almost fashionably late, I will say. Not quite fashionably late, but almost, because, bunnies and they needed their foreheads kissed.
I feel like the entire time Elderon is watching this happening, he's just laughing every time. Not like an outright laugh, but like a chuckle.
Yeah, I probably don't hear you. I'm not paying attention. I'm just like, bunnies! And then I
Yeah.
just run inside.
And of course, Elderon follows his cousin.
So
So
you
then
both
I'll
like
run
kind of
inside.
enter at the same time. You're seeing the people are starting to there's not many people left in the foyer. Like by the time you've gotten there, everybody's sort of migrated to like this is where we're going. Like this is just sort of a mingling area, like where people can be directed to where they need to go. So by the time you get there, like most people are lined up at the stairs, or there's like a few stragglers here and there, like perhaps waiting for somebody else they know to arrive. You do not see I'm assuming you would recognize at least. I don't know if you know her well. Shut up, Lina. Sorry. Octavia, you do not see her in the foyer there.
Oh, okay.
But you guys, realize you're kind of missing the action here, so you are quickly greeted by a man in livery, and he escorts you up to another one, who is assigning ladies their dance cards at the top of the stairs. They're attaching them to their wrists and escorting them down. So at this point, Eiland has been introduced, a gentleman. He's, I think, was the first one probably to go that way after he's seeing Humbert like peel the hell out. Right, save me! I need to go. So a gentleman introduces of the Forsythe family, Sir Eiland, or Master Eiland, yeah. And you're escorted down, introduced. You see people in this courtyard at it's quite large. I'd say a couple 100 feet long, because at the far end there is a croquet set up. On this side, there is sort of just like a patio area, where presumably people could like dance, mingle, talk. There's a few outdoor, let's say, wicker chairs set about, a couple little gardenish areas, some bushes and plants where you see people mingling and talking. Most of the other finches have made their way out here. You see Eliza and Sebastian off again with a completely different set of females this time. Louisa Bell, whose name you did not get, but was the woman that you saw is like on the absolute opposite side. And then Leticia would be the next one introduced. You are welcome to flaunt as much as you like, by the way, going down these stairs. If there's anything that you want to do, or if you just want to scurry.
I was very much just like, yeah, he is
Wow.
Aasimar. He does
Very...
kind of stand out. Everyone knows, because like the Aasimar, the family of the last of my parents' 10 children, they stopped blessing our curse. He's Aasimar. He's tall for human, like 6'2", built in his youth. absolutely terrified of the opposite sex.
So what is his what's his marking of Aasimarness?
He just has like this like glow, just
Okay.
like
He glows a
soft
little.
glow. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
I like that. All right. So glowing Eiland Forsythe enters the party. A few people are introduced, and then Miss Leticia gets to gets to go down. So you're taken by the arm by a man in black livery, and now presenting of the Criffington family, Miss Leticia Criffington. And he releases your arm to the party. You're
So yeah, she's going to she's gonna slowly almost glide herself down the steps. She's not like with an empire waisted dress. It's not corseted or tight. She might have stays on underneath it, but the way the skirt works on one is it's almost directly like after the first rib right underneath the boobs. The breasts, we should say. The girl.
The girls.
And it does create like a drift and a flow around her. There's like the occasional flash of silver of her shoes, but they're mostly hidden within these skirts and petticoats. Definitely a different style than a lot of some of, maybe not a lot, but a fair number of the ladies in the crowd. And she's not necessarily like I mentioned, there's the moth wing to her eyeliner, and anyone who pays attention, if they get close enough to examine the stitch work in like the tight sequin, not sequin, but jeweled parts of her bodice, there's tiny patterns of moths, and there's little gemmed ones within like the heart shape of her big old haired updo. Um, she has blood red eyes too. She's that kind of dark elf. Which
okay.
stand out against like the pink of her dress a little. But yeah, she's just going to do her best to like ethereally glide down the steps, and she wants to be like Letitia may not have the status that some of the other girls of the season will have. She may not even have the riches that some of the other girls of the season are going to have, but she wants to have the face.
He's giving cunt.
Serving it.
So I'm gonna just so she's just
she enters. Oh, and you turn heads for sure, for sure. There the young man, actually Eiland, that you noticed the girl retreating to earlier, he definitely turns. He's like besotted at her entry. I don't know if Leticia, what is your passive perception?
passive perception. Oh, let me see. Do I get to add does Jack of all trades work on passive perception?
It do not.
They do not. Okay, then my passive perception is just 10.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid you didn't peep him. He's kind of short. He's a cutie, but he's a little short, and he's sort of over there to the side, chilling by some bushes. So you didn't notice him see you. Eiland, you might have. I feel like you and Humbert were probably just close enough that you saw it. So Leticia has introduced you're free to mingle. And then there's a few more people are introduced. Sirius comes down. Humbert has already made his way in there. Another gentleman, Mikel Argentis, is introduced. He makes his way down after a few of you. The most of the staff, faculty of the two institutions have already made their way in. They're eager to see everybody. They want to see everybody's introduction. Elderon is the next to go down. A man, I'm assuming since Hawthorn is the one who's always distracted.
I got distracted by a tapestry. It had a unicorn on it. I looked up like, I've seen one of those.
Absolutely. Again, the man in black livery, he escorts you down the stairs of the Greenwood family. Master Elderon. And he like releases you to the party. You're welcome to, I don't know, bow, flip your hair, whatever the hell, before you go. Like, mingle yourselves.
Elderon, I feel like he would do that thing where he tilts his head a little back and he brushes his red locks behind an ear before he
do the neck. Yeah. Okay.
before he saunters down the steps.
Okay.
Like
right.
he knows he's hot stuff.
Fair. Okay. Yeah, I definitely got a unique appearance. You've turned a couple, let's say, females' eyes. Probably a gentleman or two, but we won't point out anybody in particular. And actually, not last, and certainly not least, Hawthorn. I guess you would technically be introduced as of the Greenwood family, Miss Hawthorn Yarden.
Instantly, once he finishes, I turn to him and go, "Oh, do you have to announce Aloysius as well?" And I reach behind my back and I pull out this huge caterpillar. It's about 2 feet long and 6 inches thick, and it has this adorable face. And it just rears up as I just like present it to him as my familiar.
The man looks uncomfortable for a second, and he says, "Must I?"
This is my first time doing any of this. I don't know if you need to announce everyone.
Yeah, why not? He says, and joining Miss Hawthorn, Master Aloysius.
And then I stick the caterpillar to my dress. It's just hanging out right about here on my dress.
Okay, so Eliza Finch, the mother of Sebastian the Womanizer, who's the current young head of the family, she definitely from the other side of the room is just
also, just for reference, my 14 birds are still like flying around me. My 14 golden birds are flying around me.
She's absolutely astonished, not appalled. There's definitely other characters who will be appalled, but astonished for sure. You don't even need a passive perception to notice that, because she's like staring you down. Okay, and you enter. There are a few more people that are introduced after you. The very last few folk that are introduced, you are all, let's say, having a drink, enjoying the scenery, mingling, eyeballing, seeing who you might like to dance with. As first is introduced of the DeVere family, Lady Elaine. And it's a woman in it's not white, it's like the palest blue you've ever seen. Simple but elegant dress. It's embroidered all the way over with, it's really hard to tell what it is at this point, but it was obviously done at great expense to someone that had nothing to do with her. And she's a very cold and severe appearing woman, blonde hair done up very tightly, blue eyes. She makes her way down. Behind her, then, oddly introduced together because they just absolutely refused to do anything else. And everyone's heads turn after Lady Elaine comes down, because they know who's coming next. Lastly, Atticus and Chastity DeVere. And the two of them are arm in arm coming down. They're the only two people who have come down together. Atticus is, he's muscular but not big, simple gray suit. It's very well cut. And his hair is done simply. He has like golden blonde curls cut pretty short. And he just seems amused with himself. Like the look on his face is like he knows a secret nobody else does, or like he's about to win a poker game nobody else even knows they're playing. And then Chastity next to him, the same silvery blonde hair as her mother, done up exquisitely, a few little pieces hanging down behind her neck, draping onto her décolletage. This bit. She does wear a necklace, lots of jewels, we'll say, pale blue gems and a few diamonds in there. It's pretty expensive shit. And these piercing icy green eyes that they okay, sorry. They descend the stairs together. Everybody knows who these people are. Everybody turns to look to see who's arriving. Oddly, your host has yet to make an appearance, but already mingling about is the widow Chastain. She's making her rounds with the people, and so presumably in place of the hostess, who's somewhere off preparing something else for the party. One can assume. And yeah, so you guys have a little bit to mingle. You see, like I said, we've had Elaine has been introduced, Chastity and Atticus. They are the ones to beat. Octavia Greenwood is here, Sirius Finch, the combat arts instructor, Humbert Finch, the sorceress arts instructor. Also Aurelia Winslow, headmistress. She is milling about, her piercing gaze kind of staring at all the youngins. And yeah, you may converse if you'd like to RP any of that. If you want to meet each other, that's feel free. If not, your host will be making her entrance very shortly.
Elderon goes up to his cousin and
Who is
he's like,
probably staring into a plant,
yep.
poking and prodding at a plant that's interested her.
And Elderon says, you are definitely a natural at creating a moment.
Really?
Oh, absolutely, cousin.
Oh,
there's
that's
just
nice.
like 3 young ladies over here, just like kind of chatting about like obviously whispering and pointing at.
Elderon, can he pet your caterpillar?
Oh, yes. And I just pull him off and turn him around and kind of hold him out to you. And it's this 2-foot long caterpillar that's just wiggling all of its legs and staring at you.
I've missed you.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been over. Just too many forest friends.
Of course. No one could blame you.
Across the party, on the other side of the room, I feel like Leticia is standing with Sarah, and she's just like, now, darling. And this is, imagine this in like a whisper tone so that people can't overhear them. That is not how we make an entrance. The poor thing's brought a grub, a giant grub, to the first social event of the year. Half the mammas won't even deign to allow their sons to make an introduction. Practically social suicide. I almost feel bad for the poor dear.
And there's still the birds flying around.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the birds would poop on her shoulder.
Oh, they're technically spirits. They don't
They're
poop.
spirits, yeah.
They're spirits. They don't poop.
Such a missed opportunity.
And to think how concerned I was when I tripped over that last stair going down.
Oh, no one probably noticed it at all, darling.
You sure? She's like still fussing with her hair. She keeps brushing at it, like fussing with the dance card. What am I supposed to do with this thing again?
You're supposed to attempt to get it filled up, cousin. It tracks the gentleman who would like to dance with you over the course of the evening.
Oh my. A dance? With a
Yes, perhaps a gentle quadrille to start.
I think I remember doing that one. Could you help me?
Help you how, cousin?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to go talk to someone and just ask. Poor dogs. Am I supposed to ask? Is he supposed to ask? I don't know.
The men ask us.
I would like to
Oh,
think that like after like a drink, maybe with a nice like friendly shove from Humber, Eiland approaches the Criffington cousins with a purpose.
I'd like
Absolutely
to think in the
terrified of
background of all this, just to set the scene,
Leticia.
I'm going from pot plant to pot plant, casting druidcraft on it. It's like fixing the flowers. Just like you all having a nice conversation, just in the background, like in Wicked when Ariana Grande is just like running across the background, just me casting druidcraft and all the
I
pots in the
love
background of this conversation.
beautiful.
So just like with a purpose, absolutely terrified of Leticia, I'll approach Sarah, and ask Lady Criffington, do you happen to have room on your dance card for a dance later?
She like almost like just like hides behind Leticia for a second before she steadies herself, but she does sort of reach before she. You'd like to. Mm-hmm. Uh, and wait. So does he have like a above game? I actually don't remember how this goes. Like, do they have a pencil or something? Does he have to like
I
grab
feel like-
something from somewhere?
I feel like the
In like back when people did dance cards, there used to be like a pencil tied to the
Was
same
it like
ribbon.
attached to the?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm feeling like in this like magical era.
Oh yeah, you can just like
Oh,
touch
yeah,
the
let's
dance
do,
card and
like,
it
a-
writes the name
we
for it
can-
in
we
like
can do something
magical
like that.
gold script or whatever. That would
Yeah,
be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll just
Magical
like
dance cards.
her first dance I'll steal.
Okay, yeah, you've got the first dance with Lady Sarah, and she's, oh, well, I'm so honored. What's your name again?
Eiland, Forsythe.
Oh, that's a lovely name. You came in with Humber, didn't you?
Yes, I'm under his stewardship from
Oh, you're a sorcerer then.
I know a little bit, a twinge of
Mm, fascinating. I look forward to seeing your um prowess. I guess.
just cast a little light spell in my hand, just a little
Puts her fingers up to her mouth. Ooh, she chuckles a little bit.
I'll just be like, Leticia.
Oh, hello. Wait, do Eiland and Leticia know each other from the previous season at all? Is this his first season or no?
It's my
yeah,
first
it's
season,
first.
but having been with Humber, I would assume I have been around.
Okay, so if he had seen her at all previous to this season, this is like a 180 from previous incarnation of Leticia, where she's like her sister was always the glamour puss previous to this, and um, so she's just like, Eiland, oh, it's so good to see you.
I hear you have much to live up to this season after your sister.
Yes, I suppose I do. I mean, I can only hope to. There's no royalty this season, but perhaps if I'm a lucky young miss, my dance card will be full by the end of the evening. I hope I made a decent impression, did I?
You did. All eyes. Well, maybe not all eyes. Greenwood, for sure. Yarding. All eyes. Many eyes, though, for sure.
Oh, it is that poor. It's her first season. She doesn't. Perhaps we should speak with her. And
The first season is terrifying.
mm,
As I'm like sweating. We could approach as a duo, they are, cousins over there, just maybe so I don't have to approach alone. Promenade. I'll extend my arms.
I suppose so. Sarah, darling, will you be all right if I toddle off for a pop? There's a cop car outside my house right now.
She
I can hear the sirens going off. Sarah, darling, will you be all right?
probably not. Um, But I'll try. She like straightens herself up and then shoots the entire flute of champagne that she had in her.
Oh no! That's
I
not how
shall
you're
see
supposed to
you
do
for
it.
our first dance, Lady Criffington.
She just she's trying not to burp. That's all she's doing.
Would I be aware that Eiland is a knight of some sort? Right?
I'm definitely in, like I said, I'm in like dress armor. So there's definitely you see the armor, probably like sticking out from my cloak. You see like the hilt of a warhammer. So there's definitely like you definitely see there's something going on there.
Mm.
That is an impressive hilt you have back there. Though I suppose.
Thank you, Leticia. I polished it this morning.
You wouldn't believe the amount of time it took for them to get these up. And she bops one of the sides of her giant fucking Dracula hair buns. And while she steps, her
Tis a
girls are
masterpiece.
Of
bouncing.
course. Of course.
Yeah.
While you two are making your way over to the Greenwood cousins, the host finally does make her appearance. You hear the announcement from at the top of that little bit before the stairs coming down into the courtyard. And presenting, without any further ado, your illustrious hostess, the Lady Claudia Cartwright. And everybody claps. Yeah, she's so yeah, Lady Cartwright. You all eyes turn. You take a moment for the hostess. She's appears to be a human woman. She's a light-skinned lady. Has her hair done up actually similarly to Leticia, not quite in a heart shape, but she does kind of have like two sort of mounds kind of on either side of these curly curls, and a couple, just little dripping down. She's also not a bigger lady, but she's not skinny. She do be having curves. She's giving her face, ass, and titties. And her dress is it's gold. It's like all in gold and these amber filigrees, different shades of copper and bronze kind of decorating it. Also empire waisted, popular for the time. Her skirts kind of float as she walks. And she addresses the crowd. Thank you, everyone, gentlefolk of Andell, for attending this season's inaugural ball. I hope you've all not been too offended by my tardiness, just trying to make sure you all have an enjoyable evening. The refreshments are to your liking, I take it? She waits for a response.
Yes.
Here.
People just like, Please do enjoy each other's company for a moment longer. At precisely 8:30 of the clock, however, we will begin this evening's festivities as the procession of skill begins. Our unwed attendees, please do make your way to the top of the courtyard stairs where you will be asked to begin your performance. That is all. She gives a little clap clap before descending down the stairs, and she actually makes a beeline for Miss Winslow, who is at the opposite side of the courtyard. Aurelia Winslow, again, severe-looking woman, headmistress of Miss Chickwick's. So you have a bit of time for your conversation before you are all required to perform.
I'm probably sticking my finger in a bush, and he watches it flowers. Surprise, she's a lesbian.
I guess as we approach, you just have your back to the room. You're not paying attention. So I'll just be like,
and you watch his eye. It's like a topiary bush, I would assume, since this is like a nice courtyard or whatever. And you just hear me say out loud, "This looks so sad." And I just stick my finger in it and just like flowers start blooming over it.
Oh
Much
my.
Oh
better.
God.
Sticking fingers in the bush.
Literally ruining the hedge maze, but okay.
Yeah, it's starting to look I'm assuming I have enough time to like go from bush to bush and no one has stopped me. This place is starting to look interesting. Um I'm just making everything green and bloom and grow a little bit in size and all that stuff as I'm just like druid crafting it because I just love gardening. So yeah, I'm probably just about to go over to whatever next topiary bush there is before you all just kind of approach me.
Elderon's following behind, just enjoying the chaos.
From behind, you'll just hear a lady yarding, Sir Greenwood.
Oh, hello. How are
Hello.
you?
Hello, Eiland here, and Miss Criffington.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Criffington.
And I kind of give a curtsy.
The pleasure is all mine.
I like
Lord,
wave down a server with a drink tray.
He dutifully comes by quickly. He says nothing. He almost kind of drives by, just does one of these, and just sort of keep.
Drop my
it's,
half empty drink
it's
off and pass
slow,
out four.
but it's a drive-by, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'll hand everyone a drink.
Thank you.
ah, I- an industrious young man, Lord. Is it Lord, Sir? What's Island's like formal
It's
title?
probably like that's such a good question.
He'd probably
It's
just be if
it's
he's not a
noble
knight,
family,
he's not
but
a
it's not like
sir.
yeah. So it would probably be like Mr.
Young
Master.
lord or master,
Yeah,
yeah.
like Master. I think Master would probably be.
I need to scroll up real quick to remember what his title is.
I'm probably just Lady.
Yeah, you would be Lady.
Lady
Yeah.
Hawthorn Yarding.
Yeah.
You'd probably be Lord.
So
No,
how
not
are we?
Lord.
How are we enjoying our first season?
I
Well,
mean, I'm
it's
having a good time, I say, gesturing to the topiary that is now
Yeah.
covered in flowers.
um it's so far so good. I have been enjoying my time back so far.
Terrifying, for sure.
So
You get used to it after a while.
this is Master Forsythe and Lady Yarding's first season. Is this your first season, Lord Greenwood?
Oh, no, it's not my first season. It's been a while though.
Wait, how old is Lord Greenwood?
Yeah.
27.
27 unwed. Oh my.
I think I made Hawthorn like 24.
We're just eccentrics.
We are
Obviously.
children compared
Those
to you.
Greenwoods, am I right?
with the giant caterpillar on my sleeve, birds flying around my head. Just yeah, we're totally normal.
Like
What are
having
you
just
talking
like just like very slight shadows coming off of him.
Well, as fascinating as it is to see is that I believe you've given that giraffe an udder. Perhaps we should leave the topiary alone. Conspiratorially, Leticia kind of leans into Hawthorne. She's like, "Darling, the other girls are going to start to talk."
Do you think we should
Okay.
vacate?
I mean, animals talk about us all the time.
There's
Oh,
just
yes, as they do. We must, it was so nice to meet you both. We must continue our promenade, Lady Criffington.
and they stroll on along, low key, walking right past Chastity and Atticus de Vere, having a little side to side with you and Bell, one of the Bells. You not introduced the dark-haired man, and they're just like kind of eyeballing her. Chastity audibly laughs as the two of you like depart. She just oh, and then the two of you walk by and she just sort of stops.
I'm just very obviously checking out both the DeVeres.
Oh yeah, they are like they are hot shit. Like Ewan is not unattractive. This is not an unattractive man that they're talking to, but he's white dog shit, like compared to the two of them.
Eiland is straight up bisexual, but he knows what is expected of him from his family. So
heard. Okay, understood. Yeah. For the record, just above game a little bit, like how this I'm treating this culture is like marriage to a lady because babies, like babies and family name, but like nobody else really cares what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Is the DeVere, what's the DeVere girl's name again?
Chastity.
Is it obvious that she's trying to be like a bitch?
No, she's definitely not. Actually, okay, so here's how the vibe comes off to you. You know what? Roll me an insight check.
Okay. I'm not half bad at insight because that's a proficiency I have. I have so many goddamn proficiencies.
Says the damn
Sure
bard.
you do.
Yeah.
played
One of
bard,
my
so-
starting feats I took was skilled. So
then you literally
skilled,
professionally
bard,
almost
elf.
everything.
I have 9 proficiencies.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
insane.
jack of all trades on everything else.
Good
So-
lord.
Insight is going to be a +3, so I got a 12 on my insight check.
A 12. Okay. It's sort of difficult to tell. She definitely wants you to notice that she's laughing. But you're not sure what the subject is, right? Like she's laughing at someone, clearly making fun of somebody. You're not sure if it's you or someone else, but she does want you to notice.
Okay.
But you know there's an inside joke you left on.
Oh, Lady Chastity DeVere. Oh, how are you doing, darling? Allow me to introduce my current escort, young Eiland Forsythe.
DeVeres.
She points her attention directly to Eiland, charmed, and then comes back to Leticia.
While she's looking at Eiland, Leticia's her eyes are going to go to the brother, and she's just going to tilt her head down and raise her eyelashes up in a quick flirt.
Master
Can I
class.
roll a persuasion check to see if he notices?
She gonna fan her chest.
Not even. I mean, he definitely clocked that shit.
Roll your fan to start like fanning the ladies.
No, do me a performance.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I got a nat 20 and I have expertise in it, Yofi.
Oh, for
Jesus
fuck's
Christ.
sake. God damn it.
That is a 30 on the performance of this flirt.
At level
God
7?
damn
Good lord.
Expertise, and then I have 4 in my charisma. So
That
it's
was the
plus
most
10.
subtle fucking flirt that ever landed so hard. It's okay.
It landed like a truck.
Well, you do have like the Moth Island
Did anybody ever
thing going.
do
Like,
American Gods? Like, do you
Yeah.
remember the scene with Media where she blows the kiss
Yes.
and it like punches the
Punches
guy
him
in the
in the
face and
face.
knocks his fucking teeth out? Like that's
Yeah.
what just happened, right? Like you looked at him and he had a stroke.
A dark stain spreads across his pants.
I mean, right?
all
basically,
blood.
Basically, I mean, he
All
definitely
blood
does
went down
have a.
south.
He has quite a severe reaction. He flushes. He does, and he looks back and he almost goes to respond, but his sister does like kind of peek what's going on, and she just, Atticus, don't you think it's time to get ready for your your performance? She's like low-key angry like for a second, but she regains her composure at the end of the sentence there. Oh, but yeah, no, he's into it. He doesn't say anything more, but you can press it if you want. She is definitely trying to get him to go though.
Okay. Is it their first season as well or not?
Oh no, 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 no. This is at least like we'll call it number three.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like
Neither of them have managed to marry yet. That's why they're so,
Does it seem like
or rather, no one's
society
managed to
wise,
lock them down.
that's what I was gonna say. Do we know that like they're not exactly like trying very hard?
Right, right.
Yeah.
It's more like that. Like nobody, they're like, ew, why?
Got it.
Like,
I feel like maybe there was a small animosity because like if there was a fucking Prince of a Foreign Kingdom last season, maybe that almost got God, Chastity's interest peaked, and then like Big Sis went and fucking used her feminine wiles on him, which
yeah.
apparently the Criffingtons have in spades.
She, do me another insight.
Ooh, 16 plus 3 is a 19.
Yeah, she's pissed.
Hmm.
One, because of the like y'all took the prince off the market, like your family is responsible for that, and you're the only one she can throw shade at anymore. And also, like, why are you trying so hard? Like, she's got that vibe. Like, why are we
Oh.
doing all this like hot girl summer? Like,
We're no longer wallflower season. We're hot girl summer. I like to think like Letitia's wearing a perfume this season that's like a heady night jasmine. It's
ooh,
very like coded like I am a lady of darkness.
Oh, Eiland's eating
yes.
that up.
Come to my secret garden sometime. That sort of like invitation.
We love it.
It's all
Light my
proper
garden.
intent.
You know what? I'm gonna roll. Let me see.
Roll for bisexuality and chastity.
Yes, I am. No, I'm gonna do. Okay, so she's got a 3 on that. Let me just grab a dice roller.
My first fucking roll of this one shot was a 30.
I know, what the fuck?
I love how we all find ways to like min-max our characters to shit.
I did
So,
not.
She tries to snag him away before he gets a chance to. And she does successfully kind of like drag him away from you, like take his arm, but he does grab your dance card just real quick and
Ooh, is he taking my first dance or my last dance?
his name appears let's say the last one. He wants you to save the last dance.
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Lady Criffington, good catch.
Yep. Yeah, so that happens. So at this point, yeah, she is actually dragging him off to get ready for the performances.
Yes.
Yeah, it's time. So I guess we will I am gonna give you, I did prepare ones for Chastity and Atticus. I didn't prepare for anyone else, so we'll just say that various people have put on a show. We will slap Chastity and Atticus, probably right jab in the middle of you two. No, they'll want to go last.
Oh, can I go last? Is there a way I can rig it so I'm going last? I mean, I could go before them.
You can try to rig it. I'll give you the opportunity. Yes. So okay. So they want to go last. You can.
So you're trying to go last out of us, or are you trying to go last out of
I want to go last out of
Last
us for
period.
sure.
Okay.
If I go before them, I may just I mean, I'm gonna be a tough act to follow, I hope. So like that might be good for me if it fucks their performance up. So yeah, I'll let them go after me. I'll go the last out of us at least.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
All right. You guys can go in any order you choose, or you can roll it or whatever.
I would gladly go first.
I will go after Eiland because Hawthorn is very excited because it is part of her like motivation to be here.
I'm trying
Love it.
I
do
would
this
like to.
performance.
Humbert told me that if you can't go last, go first.
Amen, church. Amen. He's
Elderon
like
will
nodding approvingly from across the. Yeah, that's the way.
Elderon will go after Hawthorn.
Okay, so we've got
the
Eiland,
island,
Hawthorn, Elderon, Leticia, and then those two.
De Vere.
The De Vere's
The De Vere's.
Yeah, okay. So we have a little introduction. We'll say, your hostess, the. Will you shut your balls? All right. Lady Cartwright says, and now, for your viewing pleasure and entertainment, a procession of the skills and talents of our esteemed young folk. Do bear in mind, children, that you are being observed by the prestigious faculties of Miss Chickwick's Institution for Exceptional Young Ladies, as well as Argentus Academy. Do have fun with it. And she steps aside. You are just as the few folk who went before you. You are led by the same gentleman who escorted you down the stairs to the center of that sort of patio area in the courtyard.
Or like patio courtyard. Is it lit by like firelight perchance?
Yes. There's
Awesome.
There's gas lamps.
All right, cool. I'm gonna first things first. I'll start off with the thaumaturgy. I'll make all the lights go like this deep purple color. Yeah. Then I'll cast Summon Seed, and you'll see the Forsythe family Pegasus fly in, a celestial Pegasus. And I will pop my Aasimar wings and fly up in the air. I'm gonna do a sword dance with my Pegasus in the air. A nice little prowess of athleticism and beauty.
I love it.
Yeah, so we'll just fly around, interacting combat with each other. Got 1 minute to get as much in there as I can as far as flourishes and beauty.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to do us a you've got like 35 seconds left here. You want to do us a performance check, let's say?
16 actually.
Okay, yeah. So your let's say that covers your ascent, your aerial ascent. Cool. So you've made it up there. You're doing good. You've got some sword stuff going on. Let me have let's just call it straight up dexterity.
Okay. Oh no, not one.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so and that's time.
Okay, well that dice is going to prison.
Yeah, he failed you real hard. Okay, so your summoned Pegasus, as you are doing your aerial combat sword tricks here, yeah, it's a summoned creature, so yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. The sword, let's say you've kind of like thrown it up and you're trying to catch it, and it definitely didn't go to the right part, and you lopped a chunk of the horse's leg off. It's just a bit of hoof, like the hoof, and just like a little. It was a natural one, guys.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay? You're good.
It's entertained.
And it just kind of falls to the ground with a thud. As you continue the rest of your performance with your summoned Pegasus.
Oh wait,
shitting blood all over the
no. Channel Divinity. I can bonus action. Can I heal this?
Can you heal it? You're gonna okay. Heal the horse. Yes, it was that.
Turn the tide. Channel Divinity bonus action.
Okay, all right. So what does this do?
Heals.
Oh my God.
1d6 plus 2 is literally all.
Okay. So you're literally just straight up healing the damage.
It's Channel Divinity. So.
Yep.
Lord.
Yeah. Roll it.
Not going to use your lay on hands.
Oh my God.
6.
Okay. Yeah. You. I mean, you got back down there, and you reattached the hoof. I mean, it's still pretty gross.
It's just like
only like
literally
6
just like
HP.
absolutely horrid. I'm terrified at this
there's-
moment. I'm just like,
there's-
oh god, everyone's watching.
There's blood. Like there's
blood.
Someone's
There's a
going
lot
to
of
the glue
blood.
factory.
Oh no.
and I'm so
God.
sorry.
Pegasus glue.
And I'll just unsummon my Pegasus. I will send him back.
Please.
Send him back to the
Oh
void.
Just
God.
do a little bow. I'm just like walk off stage.
The butler just he comes through and just he's got a small feather duster in his hand that it apparently can cast prestidigitation, so he's
Of course.
just
like
prestidigitating
The
all
dust
of the
away.
blood away. And he just kind of uncomfortably stares at you for a moment before just turning back around.
I'll just
and walking.
as I like walk past the line of like people that still haven't gone yet, I'll just be like, first season, am I right?
Well, good news, guys. First goal accomplished. You have made an impression.
God damn.
That's goal number 1.
One of
Done.
5.
It just had to be a fucking that one. God damn it.
You
Oh my
did
God.
it.
Yeah, and my wings will just poof disappear, and I disappear into the crowd.
I am screaming. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
The dice gods be dice gods.
Uh-huh.
Well, hard to imagine putting on a better show than that. But
Oh no.
Miss Hawthorn Yarding, everyone.
I am on the stairs. Strike a pose.
Straight up topping.
Above game.
Your 90 seconds starts now.
Oh, I actually get timed. Okay.
Yeah.
Above game question. Am I able to wrangle a small orchestra to play for me?
Yes, in theory there's a musical company, let's say, already nearby. If you want to just have a quick little chat with them beforehand,
Yes,
I'll
that's
start
what I
your
will be
90
doing.
second
Cool.
timer then. Okay.
Okay.
And
so
go.
I come down the stairs. I am, as this band is playing, I am doing very simple dance moves down the stairs, which are more of hand signals for my birds that are flying in a very sort of intricate pattern and that sort of thing. And as I get to the bottom of the stairs, the music kind of dies down a little bit and I bow. I have the birds all land on something, a table, a chair, something. And I pull out a little conductor's wand and I conduct them in a little song as they all have like one note, like they're each a bell.
Okay.
And I'm like directing them. And then after that segment is over, I have them fly up into the air and they fly into a ring and they kind of hover in the air as I pull 3 arrows from my quiver and I cast flowering on them so they turn into little bouquets. I pull out my bow and I'm going to one by one sort of shoot the arrows, not like full on pulled back, but just like boink through the circles, trying to make it look as impressive as possible and kind of aiming for like just the general, like not quite like at someone, but like so that it might land amongst people and people can reach out and catch it if they want. And I'm going to do that 3 times, make the last one like look extra dramatic, but it's still like piss easy to just blink through the target, and that will be my performance.
Make me 3 and you did hit your 90 seconds, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Make me, I want to say attack rolls, but you're not actually attacking anything.
No.
So give me 3 attack rolls at advantage.
At advantage? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. Because I was going to say, if it wasn't, I was going to be like, can Aloysius help me?
Yeah, you're not
My
really
familiar.
like firing a bow, but yeah.
Okay, let me pull up my weapon attacks then, I guess. I get, oh, cool. I get a +6. First one is a 16.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is a 26 with a natural 20.
Oh, okay. So somebody actually did catch that one, and they like it's actually it's Louisa, Louisa Bell, the girl that was running away from Sebastian in the beginning. She go, ooh,
Yeah, it's a very lovely, like bluebells and daisies and other things like that. Violets. And the last one is a dirty 20.
hot. Okay. Let's say, oh yeah, somebody did catch that one, and let's see who my list, get my list. Oh, Mikkel. Mikkel Argentis caught that one. Yeah, he's a member of the Argentis family. They are
Mhm.
one of the absolute wealthiest families. Like he's a good catch. He's been quiet most of this thing. He doesn't really seem like he has much of an idea what he's doing. But he did manage
Mhm.
to get himself on one lady's dance card. I think you would have peeped already. But yeah, he caught your bouquet, and yeah.
And then I will give a very dramatic bow as my birds come back to me and kind of flitter dramatically around me before I go back to wherever it is I would need to go.
Delightful, delightful, delightful. Absolutely fabulous. Very well, very well. And now we've got I don't know what I'm doing. Cockney, Elderon. We've got Elderon.
So before I start the timer, I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have a little thing called Spider Song, and
Yes.
I was wondering if I could control what the spiders do for the sake of the story.
What do read me Spider Song? What does Spider Song do?
You sing a piping tune and conjure shadows into an enormous, ever-growing webs. The area within a 20-foot cube within range is filled with shadows, and the area is slightly obscured and provides half cover to any creatures within. You may create a new cube of shadows in range every other round so long as you retain concentration, in which case the previous cube disappears one round later. Cubes can overlap, but there is no cumulative effect from it.
I don't hear anything about spiders.
Webs, whatever. I guess I can just work with the webs.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
that's a
gonna
Book
say
of Eventide
it just
spell.
seems like it makes an area of like
Webs of shadow
it makes an
webs.
area lightly obscured or heavily obscured.
Well, it's like shadow webs.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I'm not hearing anything about controlling spiders with that.
Right. So, can I just control what the webs do?
I mean, you can, as a bonus action, create a new one in a different area, I think it
Are you
says. So
trying to do like stained glass windows
Yes,
with
thank you.
this? Okay. Stained
stained.
glass windows with the webs.
I don't know if that would work. I don't think because they create shadow, not light. Like
Well,
your
it's
their
there would be
their
like
their purpose
areas,
is to obscure.
but there would be like areas where the webs don't, with the webs
Oh,
aren't.
okay, okay. I get
It
like if
would
you're
create
trying
like a
to do
lace effect.
So instead
like
of
a
shadow, so he's not
like
creating
a
the
light
glass, he's
show
creating the
sort of.
lead in
Yeah, yeah.
between
I
it
can.
to make
Okay,
the
I
image.
can see that. I can
He's
see that.
using negative space, not positive space.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yes.
right. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down here.
Okay.
I
Thank
wasn't
you.
understanding there at first. Okay, I'm getting you. I'm getting you. You
So
ready?
yes.
90 seconds on the clock. Here you go. Boom.
So I am on the stage, I bow, and when I go back up, I start singing an aria.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
as I am singing, webs begin to appear behind me. And the longer I sing, the more the webs create the image of our host.
Okay, sure. I can see that if you like continuously overlap them like over and over again, maybe in certain ways. It's gonna be hard to do though. I made everybody else roll, so let me get a hang on, I'm pausing your timer because I gotta think what I want. It's about like we're talking about like creating something from memory and like applied skill here. Let me get, I don't want to do like sleight of hand. That would be like drawing.
Would it be like Arcana? Like knowing how to pull
Yeah,
it together?
sure. Yeah, let's go. Let's just do a straight Arcana. That sounds pretty good.
All right.
Give it.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That is going to be 16.
Okay. So 16 gets you okay, you did manage to successfully like create something that looks sort of like the Lady Cartwright. But her hair's a little wonky and let's like that beauty mark, it's on the wrong side.
Listen, the fact that I'm able to create any image with spider webs is enough.
There you go. So you sang oh, and let's have a performance check for your song. See how people enjoy your song.
Come on, D&D Beyond, give me a break. That is going to be a 9.
A 9. Okay, so while the song itself was a time that people observed, uh, the spider web thing went over well. You get a few little claps for
A
that.
tentative applause.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if people are pleased by the image or more just happy that you have stopped singing.
Ooh.
So I mean, there's that. But yeah, the spider webs, the image thing that went off. People liked that. They enjoyed that. You get your claps. All right. And Miss Leticia has the flow. Let me know when you're ready for your time.
Before you start the timer, Letitia's going to probably have gone up to the not necessarily the entire band, orchestra, whatever, but like I like to think she developed a quick rapport with them. Maybe conveniently she's taken lessons from one or two of them in the past because music is an acceptable hobby for young ladies of society to pursue, and Leticia is a quite apt pupil when it comes to the musical arts. So she'll have arranged just a string quartet to play for her. Out of them, like there's an upright bass, there's violins, whatever the hell you actually make a string quartet out of is what's going to be there playing.
Sure, yeah.
And it's
Cello, violin,
cello,
viola,
violin, that
and
sort of thing,
oh, and a
Bass?
bass. Yeah.
and bass.
All
And it's
four
gonna be
sizes.
it'll be Bridgerton rules, so it's a pop culture reference song. So it's gonna be like "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence through a
Love it.
vitamin string quartet.
Oh
Love
God,
it.
I love that.
Wait,
Love
hang on.
that.
I can get it. I will get it.
Yeah,
Just as long as it's copyright free, because I don't want this struck off the YouTube channel.
Oh, it'll be fine.
We'll just talk over it. Uh,
So it will so as they start playing, like the lights have dimmed at this point, and then it's like a spotlight onto Letitia. She's in the middle of the steps. She actually starts off the dance actually seated, like reaching up the steps, and it's very dramatic as with like practiced like extreme amounts of practice, she raises her body up, and the dance that she begins to perform is something between classical Western ballet and like Shen Yun Chinese ballet as
Ooh.
she starts twirling her shawl around as it incorporates itself into the dance. And she stops and pauses as she dances. Tiny moths made of light start flickering off of her as she casts dancing lights. Because as a dark elf, she's been able to do that since birth. It's the cantrip she is most familiar with. And she's not going to do multiple cantrips over the course of this performance. It is just her dancing lights. But they dance along with her in moth form at the beginning of the performance before coalescing into a dance partner as she descends the stairs and she begins going through the motions of some of the more common partner pair dances. Because this is a very it's nuanced. It's not like exceptionally fancy, I'd say, compared to like she's not summoning a flying Pegasus or but the artistry and skill level it takes for the movements that she's incorporating are way higher bar than you'd expect from a high society teenager to have.
Mm, hmm.
And there's like it's also evident why she wore layers of skirts and petticoats with some of the kicks with the thing, so that she can
Yes.
maintain modesty. And it swishes around dramatically, and more moths will fly out from underneath, little magical ones. But
We love.
that's the crux of her performance. It is a fusion classical dance between herself dancing moths, her shawl, and then ending with a partner in
Mhm.
perhaps a waltz or a quadrille. And she is an expert at those as well.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I had I had no concerns about you having enough material to fill the 90 seconds. I did not. Do me a performance check.
So, as a dancing bard, she has advantage on performance checks when she dances.
Of course.
And expertise. I took expertise in persuasion and performance. So I get
She
that plus that.
dances, and then everybody dies.
Nice.
So 16 plus 10 is a 26.
They're,
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, they're gagged. Like,
All thaumaturgy, like a rolling applause through the crowd.
oh yeah,
I feel like with it, I wanted to say like if it breaks 20, I wanted to just like be like maybe some people in the crowd, maybe from Miss Chitwick's or something. Like there's almost this moment where maybe some people are thinking, if she hadn't been born in the circumstances she was, the world could have had one of the greatest dancers we've ever seen on the stage instead of being married off to some young gentleman.
hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, you absolutely are approached after your performance ends. You are approached by I don't know if you would be familiar with her. Yeah, actually, this is your second season out, so you've probably seen her before. Um, but she immediately comes up to you after your performance. This is Delphine Fox, the auburn-haired, curly-haired, another Rubenesque woman. You know, she's got the tits pushed up to Jesus, you know, and asks for days. Um, and she comes up to you and says, "My word, darling, that was absolutely fabulous. You must tell me how you've managed this transformation. I mean, the 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 breasts, the rear, everything is just working for you."
Oh, Madam Fox, you flatter me unduly. It was just a small performance, just something I dreamt up in my room the other day.
Oh, if I don't make my mistake, I think there are several young gentlemen who you've caught the eye of on the other side of the courtyard.
Well, let's see if they're brave enough to break the crowd. And Letitia's gonna just kind of like glance over at the direction that Matt Delphine Fox mentioned. She's gonna bat her eyelashes a little bit.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, one of the men actually who you've got the eye of is Sirius Finch, actually. The sort of quiet, rugged knight guy. He's the combat master or the combat arts instructor at Argentus, who arrived like last. Yeah, and you like Loki made him nervous just by like, you know, kind of looking over at him. And yeah, Delphine, she notices this and she says, "You go on over there. You get him." She just and she slaps you on the ass before she leaves.
So yeah, I will just I'll drift across, but a lady doesn't a lady doesn't approach a gentleman per se. Maybe conveniently Sarah's not that far away from him. So I'm just going to go approach my cousin and be like, and while I'm diagonal to her, just a quick like, another quick flirty glance towards him, just oh, wait, what's the guy's name again? Finch, right?
Sirius, yes, Sirius Finch.
Lord Sirius, Lord Finch. I haven't seen you all night. How is it? I'm just. I do need to go get my cousin, but how are you?
Above game real quick, he did perform as well. We
Hmm.
didn't. Oh shit, I didn't do Chastity and Atticus. You know what? Fuck it. It's fine. It was fantastic. It was amazing. Everybody loved it. That's what we're gonna go with.
Were they as good as me, though? That's the question.
Yeah, I kind of got like excited by like people being entranced by your performance. But we can absolutely say that this is going on while Chastity is performing. Let's
Side
say
effect of my performance, by the way, inspiring leader, I'm going to use on myself and these three chuckle fucks.
oh
Oh,
cool.
You all have, I can do that as part of any performance. It doesn't need to be a speech. It literally lists in the 2024 version of the feat. It can be a dance as part of a shorter
Mm,
long rest,
yep.
which I asked you pregame if we could consider the performance sections part of that and the
Yeah.
performance goes on. Could I also maybe argue that I could use my musician origin feat to give them heroic inspiration as well as part of the performance of it? Or do I need to specifically play an instrument? If inspiring leader lets me get by with a dance, can I also?
Sure, fuck it. Why not? I
Okay.
mean, fuck it.
So you guys also have heroic inspiration now.
There
So
we
you
go.
have
okay.
7 temp HP, which is it's no wait, our temp HP is our level plus my charisma modifier. So actually you have 11 temp HP. We each have 11 temp HP, and you guys have heroic inspiration.
How do I? Oh, there you
So yeah, you're approaching Sarah, kind of noticing Sirius. He did perform. It was a very combat heavy, sword skill sort of a thing. Currently behind you, and you are being incredibly rude, which just let's say that you don't care, because she was already a bitch, right?
Hmm.
Chastity is performing while you're having this conversation. She's also doing a dance that also features like some extra magical bits kind of floating around her, but hers is incredibly icy. It's cold winds that blow from her hands and frost from the tips of her feet when she moves. It's snowflakes spinning off of her dress and the ground freezing to give her something to move easier on. She slides. This sort of a thing. And it does go over very well with the crowd. However, Sirius is still paying attention only to the fact that you have drawn closer to him. Yeah. Oh, and you greeted him. Yeah. You said haven't seen you all. Yeah. Aside from the performance, I generally prefer to keep quiet at these sorts of things.
I can appreciate that. I feel like barely 3 words escaped my mouth last season, honestly.
Um, One of the gentlemen that he had been speaking with nearby just kind of like elbows him. And he says, let's see, how do I want to say this? He says something like, well, the only 3 words I was thinking after seeing that, it's maybe don't.
Oh, I'll hold out. She's gonna hold out her dance card to him.
Yeah, and he takes, I guess he'll take the first since the last is already taken.
I don't know how many slots are on a dance card, but we're
Let's
gonna
just say there's 3 to make it fucking easy. Like,
Usually 5.
there's eat my ass. It's 3 now.
Three.
It's
Just see,
3.
there's usually 3.
Yeah, 3. Fucking 3.
Traditionally 3. 5 is for the extra fancy people.
Yeah.
There's obviously 3.
That's the Christmas ball.
So as most everyone is enraptured by Chastity's performance, this ice and snow and glacial frost and her severe gaze and graceful movements. Anything else anyone is doing real quick before we do a little bit of Atticus's performance, and then we'll let you guys get to dinner.
So
is her performance better than mine? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, let's roll it.
So it's not a thing that I'm doing, but it is a thing that may or may not be happening.
Hmm.
while. So flowering, if I concentrate on it for 1 minute, which I obviously have, the effect is permanent and it begins to attract pollinators. So the two
Oh
people who
God.
have my flowers are going
Oh
to start
God.
seeing bees and butterflies kind of around them.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's
It also
stay.
smells the flowers also smell incredible, by the way. That's
Um,
also part of the flowering.
roll me a D100.
Cool. Just get a plague of hornets.
Oh my God.
26.
Okay, that is the percentage of bees to butterflies. So about a quarter of this is bees. The rest are butterflies. It's okay.
Okay, lovely, lovely butterflies.
Yeah, the rest are butterflies. It's fine.
Yeah, so they slowly start like one by one over the course of the evening
Yep,
showing up as long as they're holding on to this thing and it's like near them.
yep.
Also, once again, smells incredible. Best flowers they've ever smelled.
And on that note, you are actually approached by someone who was impressed by your performance, and that would be Master Mikkel Argentis, the one who caught
Oh.
your bouquet. And he comes over and he says, like pushes his glasses up. Thanks for the flowers. They're lovely.
Oh, thank you.
I noticed you're not much for the social niceties here. I've seen you kind of sneaking around in the bushes fixing up the topiaries.
Yeah, more of a nature person, animal person, as I'm sure you can see. And I hold it up to
Um,
him. Aloysius, my giant caterpillar.
yeah, he's lovely also.
Yeah, he is. And I give him a kiss on the forehead before sticking him back to my dress.
Um, does he dance with you?
No, he's a bit small.
Um, no. What I mean is, if I would like to dance with you, does
Oh,
he come too?
I mean, he doesn't have to. And I just kind of like pet him and he vanishes as I kind of like send him back to the familiar void.
Uh, fascinating. Okay. Um, not a huge fan of bugs. Make me kind of nervous.
Oh.
But what do you say?
Um, sure. And I'm gonna hold out my dance card.
He thumbs it, and his name gets inscribed on there, Mikkel Argentis. You caught the eye of a man of the Argentis family. Holy,
Ooh.
ooh, 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 ooh.
Which dance does he take? First, middle, or last?
Let's say he's taking the first. He's taking the
Okay.
first. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, yep,
So
yep.
at this point, until the first dance, Aloysius is coming back out once again behind the back, right on
Yep.
my dress.
Love it. Um, your host addresses the party again. She oh, sorry. Atticus's performance.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, you
Um,
didn't tell me. Did Chastity outdance me?
oh yes, I feel like somebody asked me a question. Hang on. Yeah. I was gonna roll for it.
I might
I
silvery
mean,
barb.
Leticia got what, a 26?
She got
Silvery Barb seeing a fucking dance.
you're such a bitch. You're no, you cannot silvery barbs it. She got a 19.
Okay,
Did very, very well.
But not
But
good
no,
enough.
she did not outdance you.
good. She needs to know.
Definitely more people noticed you. 100%. She's not fucking happy about it.
Oh God.
She's coming for your neck. Like, I'm just saying. Atticus's performance. He does a bit with daggers. He is sort of doing a martial arts kind of a dance, very like capoeira sort of thing. where he is tossing the daggers up into the air as he moves, and he'll rotate one leg up in the air, his head under the other leg until he spins, and a dagger falls straight down with his hilt. He kicks it up with the tip of his foot, and then does another turn and catches it with this hand before then another dagger comes out, and he's juggling three of them. Towards the very end, there's a bit where an apple seems to be produced out of nowhere, and he tosses that up into the air, and as the apple is sailing upward, he attempts to fire these three daggers into it, all hitting at the same spot. And one dagger hits, the second one hits, and as the third one is tossed up into the air, there's a bit of a ruckus from the other side of the courtyard. You just hear people like gasping and going, "Oh my, what is she doing here? Who is?" And there's Atticus's performance is kind of thrown off. Like the last dagger doesn't hit, the apple falls, it smashes to the ground, and he's kind of looking around like, "What the fuck?" And at the other side of the courtyard, presumably having come through another entrance somehow, is this just grubby woman in a tattered, like, it used to be a nice dress at some point, but there's so much mud and like grossness all over it that like you can't really tell it's messed up, it's torn to bits. One of the sleeves is kind of falling off, and her hair's a mess. She's got dirt on her face, crazy eyes, and she's just roaming around, kind of reaching for people. And she says, "Sophie, where's my Sophie? I know she has a Sophie." And yeah, that's how Atticus's performance ends. Before, from the very top of the stairs there, the Lady Cartwright claps her hands. And she says, "Charles, throw the old woman out." And he and two other men that you had not seen before, not dressed in black livery, they are actually dressed in black robes, very simple robes, but they appear to be large men, kind of go and they grab this woman. And, "Sophie, no, I know she has a Sophie." And she's like dragging her out of here. She like claws at anything she can find. She rips up one of the topiaries that you had fixed on her way out the door. But yeah, they just they drag that woman right back up from whence she came. She's screaming the entire time. And you just kind of see from up top Lady Cartwright sort of like addressing another one of the servants, just sort of like whispering kind of like this, and he scutters off, and she says to the crowd, "Pardon the intrusion, everyone. Sorry for that. Bit of a ruffian seems to have made their way in here by mistake. Hope we didn't startle you too much. The situation's been sorted. At any rate, thank you very much for your astounding performances. I'm sure many of you have caught the eye of some people of note in attendance." She like looks around at a few of you that performed exceedingly well, and then just sort of gives an eye to Eiland.
I'm just like hiding in the corner by Herbert, like, oh god,
like just quiet for a
chug a
moment.
drink.
And she says, "Dancing will begin in the ballroom. The band will be set up in about 20 minutes. And at 10 p.m., dinner will be served."
You said 20 minutes?
Yep.
Cool. Hawthorn is interested in what just happened, and she actually has a spell. So I'm going to go around, and if I could find maybe like a pigeon or a dove or some sort of animal that would be able to find its way back to me.
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to cast Animal Messenger on it as a ritual. And I'm going to get it to go after that woman that was dragged out.
Okay.
And I'm just going to have the message be, something along the lines of, because I'm not trying to like think of 25 words right now. Something along the lines of, I'm on your side. Who is Sophie? What do you know? Attach note to pigeon. It will return. And then I just throw the pigeon over the wall.
Okay, yeah. So the
The
pigeon
pigeon over the wall.
flies on his way. Yeah. Yep.
And just kind of like scoot back into the dance room. Like I feel like Hawthorn, like she's so used to like animal and animal communication that like she doesn't realize that humans have like less of a subtle thing. So she kind of hands behind her back, kind of looking up at the ceiling, kind of scoots back in very obviously along the wall before like rejoining the party.
Yep.
Where it's kind of like, oh, she's being a weirdo, but like I was just like yeeting a pigeon over the walls to try and get to this woman of like, what do you know?
Yeah. So yeah, you do your ritual. You get your pigeon. He flies off. And the last thing that she says before she departs is she thanks everyone for their performances. She says, please feel free to enjoy the manor's grounds at your leisure. And she kind of gestures behind her, obviously implying that like the drawing rooms and salons and the croquet field are open for you to enjoy prior to and after dancing and dinner and anything in between. So yeah, that ritual went on. That took about 10 minutes. Dancing's going to begin here shortly.
In 10 minutes.
While Hawthorn does the ritual, I feel like at some point, Leticia's gotten a fan that matches her silver and soft pink, and the gems that she's wearing tonight are all rubies to match her eyes. Silver,
Nice
ruby.
touch.
It's red, it's silver, it's white, it's pink. It's and except her complexion. But while she's fanning herself, her pinky's gonna flick as she casts a message to Eiland. She's just gonna be like, there's no word limit on message, right?
It's a 6-second limit.
Yeah, yeah.
Second.
You can say in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
But I mean, also it's a cantrip, so you can just keep casting if you want.
Yeah, you can keep casting it, but it does require,
And it's
I
just a
mean,
whisper.
6 seconds is pretty long.
Yeah, so she's just gonna like, darling, to recover from that performance, why don't you just take the middle dance on my card?
Oh, thank God. I was worried I wouldn't get any more dances tonight. I don't think this will be the year for Mary.
Oof. Big oof. Okay, yeah. So he takes I guess you navigate your way over there to the middle
Lady
dance.
Sarah, Lady Leticia.
Dancing with 2 Criffington ladies. Okay, let's see. He's obviously got some sort of agenda here.
Yeah, I think at some point while that's happening, I come back in and I like walk with determination across the dance floor directly to you, Elderon, and just kind of bump into you and just, I sent a pigeon to that lady that was taken out. I wonder what she'll say back.
Pigeon hasn't returned yet.
And I just scoot away, like kind of like Homer into the bush, just whoosh, away from you before waiting for a response.
So yeah, I guess everyone is you do see people funneling off towards the ballroom. Not everyone though. It seems not everyone is down to dance. Some people do. As they make their way into the ballroom, some people hang out towards the sides. There are others who have gone off to drawing rooms and things like that who would just prefer not to. However, Sirius Finch being one of those people who normally would just be off in a salon somewhere, probably having a brandy, is in the ballroom. And so yeah, the band begins to play. Let's say the first dance is a simple waltz becoming popular at the time. So who's got whose partners?
I've got a partner. I make Aloysius disappear.
Yes,
because he's
you
afraid of
have
bugs.
Mikel Argentis
Mikel
for the
Argenta,
first
yep.
dance. Yes.
Yep.
Eiland is dancing with Sarah.
Yep.
Leticia, I believe, secured Sirius for the first dance. And Elderon. Who you dancing with? You got to find a lady. There's plenty of people milling about. You do see Lucius and Louisa Bell. It seems neither of them have partners for the first dance. They're rapidly debating dancing with each other. Humbert Finch, of course, preferring the company of gentlemen folk, is actually just kind of chilling with wine, kind of watching this whole business happen. Of course, Chastity and Atticus, both they're probably going to dance with each other. You're welcome to try if you want. Mikkel has a sister, Simone, who is milling about, a lovely dark and broody woman in a red dress, who is currently unpartnered.
Sorry, brain, not good with names.
Find a lady. You have dark and broody, you have auburn wallflower, and you have cold blonde super bitch.
Super bitch.
I mean, yeah, she's basically Regina George. Like,
super bitch.
But is she Regina George in the sense that people love her for it?
yes.
Okay, let's go with her.
Okay, wow, you're gonna try to. Okay, all right, yep. So you go up and yeah, you approach Lady Chastity DeVere, who is still arm in arm with wow, Atticus. And you say,
character. Oh, let's see. He bows and he says, I would be so honored if you would have this dance with me, my lady.
oh my, cold open. Okay. Roll me a persuasion.
Gee, if only I was proficient in persuasion.
Base skills are valuable.
21.
Okay.
Nice.
21 is pretty good. Let's see if it's good enough to charm her ass. Okay, what did she roll? Okay, and she has probably not a lot. Where is it? Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, she's, let's see. How does she react? She's amused. And so this is what she does. She turns to Atticus. She looks at him. She looks at Leticia from across the room and just kind of makes like a scoffing sound at Atticus, shrugs off his arm, and puts her, or well, I guess holds her,
She would present
holds
her
her dance card out, yeah. So yeah, you got it. You rolled really good. Like, it was gonna be really fucking hard. I'm gonna be honest.
DC
so
20,
yeah,
beat it with a
somehow-
21.
yeah, you pulled that one out of your ass. You're getting the first dance with frickin' Chastity DeVere, the literal belle of the ball. Enjoy that. So yes, the waltz ensues. There is music. It's lovely. It's dancey. It's a triple step. It's very simple. Don't step on anyone's feet. Can I get a? You can make me either a performance or a performance, acrobatics, or athletics.
Ooh, none of which I'm good
I'm
at.
going to athletically waltz.
So you said performance, athletics, or acrobatics?
Yep,
a
yep.
17
acrobatics.
athletic dance.
Okay, yep. You literally muscle
Just
your
carry
way
Sarah
through this
around.
waltz. Like, literally, yeah, you're just like, so you don't step on her feet, you're just like, pick her up and like, it's just like moving her with you. She's like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. That's,
I got a 15 acrobatics.
not the dab.
Winning.
15 on what now?
Acrobatics.
So 15 on acrobatics. So yours, okay. This
I'm
is
a little bit more
it is a
light on
very
the
simple dance.
toes.
It's not a high difficulty.
Yeah.
You do waltz fairly well. Yours looks a little bit nicer than
Yeah.
Eiland's. You and Mikkel have lovely a lovely waltz. You manage to be nimble enough that even though he's not quite the most accomplished dancer, you manage to make it so that he doesn't step on your feet or knock you
I'm
over.
probably going to look him in the eyes and just go, I should introduce you to my dear friends. They're the ones that taught me how to be so light-footed.
Not they're not more bugs, are they?
No, they're deer.
Oh, oh, that's not what I was expecting. That
Don't
sounds
worry, they're lovely.
lovely. And he's like, oh shit, what have I gotten myself into? He's like
My
looking
bag's
around,
the
like,
crazy.
somebody
Uh-oh.
save me.
My face hurts.
I bagged the crazy.
All right. Who else got what?
I got a 22 in performance.
22 on performance. You're an accomplished dancer. You expertly navigate the floor with Chastity, who is just as good a dancer as you. It appears that while she is dancing with you, it has nothing to do with you. She is like very pointedly like looking at her brother while she's dancing. And can I get an insight check?
I'll do you one better. I am going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh,
Okay.
well then.
All right. So detect thoughts on Chastity. The very like the surface level thoughts that you get while she's dancing with you is what an asshole. Can't believe he's gonna dance with that pig.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't feel that way. I love her. I love her. Chastity's a cunt. Yep, that's surface. That's surface. He's an asshole, and he shouldn't be dancing with her.
Do I know who she's talking about based on like where she's looking?
Yeah, she's talking about Leticia. Those are the at least. I mean, you're getting kind of surface thoughts, so it's like image of like Leticia. Only, in Chastity's head, like Leticia is not nearly as pretty as she is, and like she's way bigger, and like her hair is just a mess. Like her like Chastity's vision of Leticia is not the real thing.
Okay. Can I? Elderon is going to like gently turn her face back to him, and he's gonna be like, all there is us right now. Just focus on the dance, okay? Can I do a persuasion check?
Sure. Go.
Yay!
Roll me again. You better roll well. You're an asshole.
18.
I rolled shit. So she does comply. And she like kind of stops looking around and she's like looking at you. It seems mostly performative, however. And she does say, I'd really rather prefer that you not touch me more than necessary.
Understood.
Thanks. And the waltz goes on. Leticia.
Hold on, let me just squirt for a moment.
Oh, yes.
Hashtag not
are we
sponsored.
twinning? Are we twinning?
Yeah,
Mine's
Yofi
bigger.
got me to start buying squirt, except I buy the sugar-free kind.
Yofi, that's a lot of squirt. What the fuck?
I did roll a performance dance check, so I got
Of
to roll with
course you
advantage.
did.
I got a 24 on my dance.
Good
Of
Lord.
course you did. Poor Sirius. this poor man, I mean, he's a knight, he's a fighter. He don't know what he this poor baby, like he's sweet. I you can tell like he's clearly been with women, but this is not the kind of thing that he's been doing with them. Right? Like you're actually kind of having to like lead a little bit more maybe than would be traditional for a Leober.
Oh, 100%. I'm just like, don't no, step this way and step that way, and
And he's
this is
yeah,
a beautiful dance.
he's like it's like his guard is down a little bit more. Like you're seeing definitely a different Sirius than was like roaming the courtyards earlier, who was like all broody and aloof, and now you're kind of getting this like teenage boyness going on where he's like okay, kind of nervous. It's cute. It's really cute, actually.
No need to be so serious during a dance.
I knew somebody was going to do it eventually.
Can I roll? Can I?
You can. You absolutely can. Roll me. Just roll me straight charisma, actually.
Ah, but persuasion.
It's a joke.
Oh, okay. I get to add my charisma modifier too.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 10. 6 plus 4 is a 10. So it's
Yeah,
a joke, I guess.
He didn't think it was that funny. He was like,
He's tired of that joke.
I bet you would be.
That's great. You do. I see what you're going for, though. However, and you still have steal a kiss, earn a laugh, learn a secret, which it sounds like maybe Elderon is working on. I don't know. He's probing people's brains.
I mean, I'm also working on it. I yeeted a pigeon over the wall.
And you yeeted a pigeon. And what was the other one? Oh, also win a game.
Win a game,
win a game. Yeah, so the waltz goes on. That is
Can I slip after the joke? I'm just thinking like, I do know more jokes if you'd like to visit during calling hour.
Are these the sort of jokes that I'd be more familiar with the punchline?
Well, you'll simply have to visit and find out. Now can I roll a persuasion check?
Okay, now you can roll a persuasion check, yes.
Okay, that's a 10 plus 10 is a dirty 20.
Okay, so Loki, what are you trying to persuade him to do?
So if you watch the inspiration for this whole one-shot, there is something called calling hour in society where gentlemen visit young ladies with gifts and to speak with them while they court them.
Okay, so you're just trying to... Okay, gotcha. Yep.
She's securing a follow-up. She wants to just like Netflix and chill, but not Netflix and chill.
Right.
But
Okay, so what did you
insane
roll for
supervision?
Netflix and chill? What did you roll for Netflix and chill?
Dirty 20.
Oh, hot. Yeah, he's down. Like,
yeah. Not like she literally she just wants him to come calling and bring her presents.
Okay. And so I guess then he would ask, and what sort of fineries might a young lady like yourself be interested in?
Wait, what's this guy's name again? I don't remember.
Serious. Are you serious right now?
What's his last name?
Finch.
Lord Finch, I don't want to give up the entire game just yet. I am fond of dancing and rubies, though. Perhaps
Subtlety is...
Just throw the rubies out there.
They do, and she just like heaves her chest a little so that her necklace bounces between her massive bosoms.
Yes, it's the rubies that I have been eyeing. Those lovely rubies. He's clearly staring directly at your tits, like just this entire time. Yeah, so you've definitely you've secured a date in Sirius. Like he agrees to come to call at a later hour.
I wish he could have laughed at the fucking joke, but oh well.
He
We're
didn't laugh at the
playing.
joke. He did not laugh at the joke, but we do have more opportunities for that. So we're gonna kind of speed round through the rest of the dancing, unless there's anything else that anybody wants to do
Oh,
in
when does my
here
pigeon
Yes.
show back up?
vis-a-vis the pigeon and or yeah. What do you want to do, Eldron?
Elderon is gonna be like, so, do you know any? So, do you know any new gossip? Someone like you, I'm sure, has more connections than the royals.
New gossip. Well, the newest gossip anyone's got is have you were watching the same performances that I was, yes?
Of
A
course.
horse was dismembered. A young lady entered the party bearing a large insect. Um, I, what more could you possibly want?
Yes, but that's all.
And then that troll with her hair, thinking she can outdance me.
Yes, but that's all stuff I already know, my dear.
Oh, is your detect thought still up?
Yes.
Are you? Oh, okay. So if you want like surface level gossip stuff, like if you mention gossip, she is thinking about how her mother is fucking the footman, which is pretty weird. Uh,
Damn.
yeah.
Not the footman.
Yeah, definitely the footman. Let's see.
And he also waits on people.
Yeah,
Oh.
she knows that Simone Argentis was fond of opium once, but that's about it.
Those are secrets.
I mean, okay, yeah, sure. You learned a secret. Achieved.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished.
I was halfway through that goal.
Learn a secret. Oh, there may be more. Okay, so what did we do? We made an impression. We learned a secret. We have yet to win a game, steal a kiss, and learn a laugh.
I don't have anyone secured for the third dance. And I would like to ask Humbert to join me for the third dance.
Oh, my darling, you've not managed to secure even a dance partner for something as simple as this.
Did you not see my performance earlier?
My
Oh,
dear,
wait. Can we roll our dance when we dance together?
Oh yeah, let's
sure,
do it.
yes. Yeah, because you
Second
guys are doing,
dance?
you
I will
guys are
say for
doing
the
a
second
middle
dance,
together.
Hawthorn is sitting out waiting for her pigeon.
Yeah, let's say the second dance is a quadrille.
25
Okay,
shit.
okay.
athletics.
Okay, I rolled a 2 and a 10 on my dance performance, so that's a dirty 20 for me. So
Okay.
this is
Yeah.
a very good.
It's an
Slightly
excellent
athletic
quadrille.
quadrille.
You two are showing all of the other three couples that are involved in this. You are the ones that are showing the others how it's done.
Thank God,
right?
redemption.
Like, yes, literal redemption arc. Thank God there's been plenty of champagne in at least an hour and a half since you sliced your horse's foot off. And yeah, so you know, there's a few people who are looking at you like, oh yeah, that was the horse guy. This guy did it. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem to be too bad now. It's okay. He's kind of cute. Like maybe you might have heard like just somebody just pop up just real quick. Like, you know what? Actually, no. Passive perception.
God, horrid.
If
11.
you are really concerned what everybody is thinking about you,
Oh, I'm
feel
so
free to do
concerned.
that.
Anytime I hear this tiniest whisper, I'm just like,
Okay, feel free to make it active.
okay. Oh, that's
Island's lucky horse's foot.
yeah, no, that's a 9.
You can use your heroic
Okay.
inspiration to re-roll that if you want.
No.
Yeah, you didn't
I'll just give you
We're
more
saving
heroic
that for later.
inspiration.
You hear people whispering, you don't know what it's about, and that probably just makes you more nervous. Yeah, but the dance goes really well.
While we're dancing, I'll just be like, Leticia, your entrance was amazing. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
How was your first year as you like hear the concern in my voice? Like, does everyone fuck up their first year?
Oh, Lord Forsythe, your first year is quite taxing. And the way it's while there's other
Trying
things
to be nice.
when it's appropriate, like she's kind of selling it a little. She's a little low key, a little surprised that he's keeping up with her dancing, which is good because it's good for both of them to be like the most proficient dancers there, especially during this one. She's like, I spent the majority of my first season supporting someone else's season, so this is nice.
Overshadowed. I've heard the stories.
Thank you. You've heard Oh,
Oh. You're quite the proficient dancer.
So I'm also gonna say real quick, like for your how does your pigeon thing work, Hawthorn?
So it's
Like,
the
would you
spell.
know when it returned? Because here's above game, just real quick. It's not coming back inside the house. It's gonna return, but it's gonna land outside. Would you know?
Um, are there enough windows that I would be able to keep an eye on it, or would I have to like go out into the courtyard?
You probably have to step out into the courtyard, but there'd be a
Um,
brief intermission after the dancing that you would have
Yeah,
plenty of
so I
time.
think instantly I'm probably after I'm done with Mikkel, um, I'm probably just going to thank you so much for this dance. I'm gonna go get some fresh air. I just love fresh air. I'm sure I'll be right back in, and then whoop, just
Don't,
outside.
don't be too long. He's like kind of like slightly relieved that you're gone, but also like he hasn't. There's nobody else on his dance card either, or like he hasn't had any other dances, so he's like, oh shit. Okay. So let's say last dance is going on while Hawthorn is out in the courtyard. So we'll
Oh, last
do
dance.
yes. Did you get a last dance?
I did not, but I had plans for my
Oh
last
wait,
dance
okay, no. So
because I was going to step
middle
out for the
dance. I'm
middle
sorry.
dance because I was
The
like,
middle dance
wait a
where
minute.
those two
So
were.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
stepping out during the middle dance, and then I was going to come back for the last dance, which I do have something for,
Okay.
unless I get a
So
gentleman who wants to dance with me. I do have a plan.
okay. Your pigeon. What did you send it out? You asked it to do something, and told the lady to attach a note.
Yes. Basically, I asked the questions, who is Sophie? I said, I'm on your side. Who is Sophie? What information do you have? Attach the note to the pigeon.
Okay. So, what you get is roll me a D100 again.
Oh. Don't know if this is good or bad. 93.
Wow. Okay. So it does not have a whole hell of a lot of information on it. But you do get a note back. It seems to be, you can't, you probably shouldn't ask questions about what it is scrawled in because it's clearly not a pencil. Yeah, but it's a mess. The note is kind of like torn up. It's actually like a label from some shoe polish that like was just drifting around in the street. But all it says is Sophie is my baby girl.
Okay. This is not as helpful as I was hoping it was. Thank you, Mr. Pigeon, and I'm going to pat the pigeon on the head. Probably because I am that bitch. Pull out some seed and just put it down and then just like make my way back into the dance hall.
I love the idea of your pocket seed.
I just have animal snacks in my pockets because you never know when you will need them.
Yep.
So yeah, if we are moving on to the final dance, I do have something unless somebody else wants to go first.
When the middle dance does break, Leticia's just going to like when they stop, like I don't know how you hold each other or whatever the touch is in a quadrille, if it's shoulder, if it's arm or whatever. But she's just gonna trail a finger down whatever appendage she was holding on Eiland. She's like, "Thank you, Lord Forsythe. You're a rather proficient dancer." As just a quick little flirt.
Nice little bow and a thank you and a terrified expression.
Yes. All right.
Can I insight check him?
Sure. Contest that with what? Charisma?
It's not great. I am proficient, but I don't have good wisdom, so I only got a 12.
Oh, I rolled a 12. I have really good charisma, but a 12.
There we go. I mean, meets it, beats it though. So your insight check goes off.
Oh
What were
yeah,
you trying to learn?
And is he like he's been like a little weirdly friendly but also avoidant at times? Is there interest there, or is he just like that awkward? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh,
Got it.
both. He is interested and awkward.
Got it. Got it. Leticia fucking
I've latched on you're my safety
shooting
net
him,
for the night,
shooting him
which
dead
has
here.
definitely left an impression for sure.
Hell yeah. I suppose we should get to our next partners.
All right.
I enjoy your third dance. I was not able to secure one.
Oh, you poor.
All right.
I'll just step back off the dance floor.
Sorry, that's yeah. So last dance. Your last dance, Leticia, is with. Are you done?
I have a very chatty familiar.
I'm talking. This is my turn. Your last dance is with none other than Atticus de Vere. Bum bum bum. The hottest mamma jamma up in there. Yes, I heard you. I'm aware.
What is
All right,
Hawthorn do?
what's
I'll wait
Hawthorn's
until
deal?
after you're finished to introduce what I'm doing, because it's some Hawthorn bullshit.
Oh Christ.
And
I
I
mean,
did for the third dance want to ask Herbert for a dance.
yeah, so I guess actually yeah, it's last dance time. So Atticus is going to approach you. You do see the sister like kind of pulling at his arm, like it's weird. It's not okay, actually insight check me.
I got a 12 again. I keep rolling nines.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, it's not super hard to tell. It seems to be less about the fact that it's like she seems jealous. Like that's the weird bit. She's like doesn't want him to go. Like it's not don't go dance with her, it's stay here with me.
Creepy.
Yeah. So what's Hawthorne's thing?
Okay, so I'm assuming I did not obtain a final dance from someone.
Not yet.
Good. Because I have gotten it in my head that it is important to have a final dance and be on the dance floor, but I don't have a partner, so I'm going to summon one. I'm going to cast Summon Beast.
Oh
Oh
no.
God,
And
I
I'm
love
going to
this.
summon a grizzly bear.
Oh no.
That is like this beautiful green, like various greens. Because he's a fey spirit, and also there's like flowers and mushrooms growing off of his shoulders, and he's 8 feet tall. And I summon him, and then that's gonna be my dance partner.
Legendary.
Um,
Iconic.
well, that's fantastic. Because the last dance is a reel, which involves like pairs of couples and like it's a line dance and sequenced
Oh.
footwork. So y'all are line
So
dancing
Sir
with a
Barrington
bear.
is gonna dance with other people as well.
Yes.
Okay, you trade off.
Yeah,
Oops.
that's the thing.
Oh well, whatever.
Yeah,
Hawthorne doesn't give a shit.
it's a. Can I have another D100 actually?
Yes.
This is the last party she's ever getting invited to.
I got a 21.
Oh my God. Okay. So that's the percentage of people who are like unbothered by the bear. Everybody else is kind of like, what the actual fuck is happening right now? Like the band stops playing for a second. They're like, is there a no? And then for whatever reason, I do not know, but one of the men in livery just, it's okay. Just, and then they start back up kind of tentatively at first.
I think it would be very obvious that it's not like the bear is just suddenly there. It's like there's a glow and it rises from the floor, slowly becoming more solid as it does. And then
You know what? Give me a D4.
D4?
Yep.
Oh, the D4 and this is shaped weird. Look at this D4. It's not a pyramid.
Oh, that's weird.
It's like a
weird.
mailbox shape. It's so weird.
Okay.
2.
Okay, the bear is wearing a suit.
Okay, cool.
So
It's-
at least
it's
he's
a-
dressed for the
yeah.
at least he's dressed for the affair.
It's a lovely emerald suit, with some sort of like forest pattern on it, probably.
Love a bear in a suit.
Yep. Yep.
Of
So
course.
at least he's got that. Dancing bear in a suit. Yes. All right. Performance checks from those who are participating in the reel. Oh, you have a thing, Elderon?
Yeah, question.
Yes.
Does it count as steal a kiss if the bear licks someone?
It does not.
I'm assuming it didn't because I summoned it. However, can I get the help action from my bear friend since I summoned him for my dance?
Oh, sure. Why not? Yeah.
Did Humbert say yes to my dance?
Yes. Yes, he did. He did agree. He did agree.
Who's
Oh,
standing in the
wholeheartedly.
women's line? Is it Humbert or is it Eiland?
I will.
Oh,
As the
gosh.
younger. 18.
I only got a 13 using acrobatics.
Okay.
I got a 2 and a 10.
Well, you're dancing with a bear, so
Very true. I mean, Hawthorn is like a towering 6 feet, but a grizzly bear is 8 feet. So this thing is fully 2 feet
Yeah.
taller than her, and she's dancing with it.
and also
Completely
it's a goddamn
unfazed.
bear,
This is
so it's
normal for her.
like 600 pounds of bear.
Oh wait, that means if I I said I was joining the woman line, so I get to dance with the bear too at some
Yeah,
point.
you do.
You get to dance with Sir Barrington.
Everyone dances with the bear.
And also, he stays for an hour, so
Beautiful.
if a fight breaks out, I have a bear.
All right, your performance checks, please.
I got a 13.
18.
For me.
Athletics.
13, yeah, dancing with a bear, right? You got yep, you did pretty good. Ow, what the fuck are you eating my finger?
I got a 15.
I got
Sorry. I just got reminded that my cat would eat me if I was dead. So
I got a 24 again. 14.
hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Admittedly, best dancer on the floor. And I hate to say it, but Chastity, she has no one to dance with at the last dance. She low-key like said no to too many people, and thought that her brother was going to last dance with her, but then he took your last dance. So she is fucking steaming over on the side there,
Ooh.
being super embarrassed. Like,
Is this obvious?
all of the women are talking about it. Yeah.
So, okay. I think at some point during the dance, I might kind of feeling a little bit bad that I conjured my partner. I'm probably going to look at her, point to her, and then kind of gesture to Sir Barrington.
No!
Oh my god.
No! Not the pity! Not the pity for the. Oh my god! I love it!
Letitia's gonna like clock this and be like, did she just suggest to unsummon her bear and have
No, I made a gesture to the bear, like, you can dance with my bear. Here, come dance with my circus bear.
Yeah.
I like to think that Leticia at this moment we're like catty corner, we're both like
If
like, oh
looks
god.
could kill, is basically the response. Just
And
yeah.
I just kind of head down, keep dance my bear away from her.
Mhm. Yeah, please don't look at me or breathe in my general direction ever again. Yeah, that'd be great.
Do I get to laugh from that? A little stunt?
You know what?
Oh
Yes.
man.
I'm
I
not
could-
making the I'm
Give
not
me-
trying to like hide this. I'm directly like pointing to her and then
Not
doing like a
even
this
that,
motion.
actually. You just gotta laugh for the fact that you accomplished a dance with a bear as a partner. Earned a laugh. Done.
I I'm gonna flirt with Atticus during the course of the dance whenever we're not trading partners around or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Okay.
yeah, so you end up with the bear at some point too.
Doing your flirty game.
You think a bear is gonna stop Leticia from dancing?
No.
In the back of her mind, she's like, this bear is a slightly better dancer than at least three of the gentlemen in the line.
I summon
Everyone
them
gets
well.
everyone gets to dance with the bear, but me.
I
Everyone dances
specifically
with the
called the
goddamn
spirit of a dancing circus bear and not a regular forest bear.
Very nice.
Yeah,
It's
so
basically haunted.
for the sake of brevity, roll me how your flirting goes.
Okay. Just, the stuff like, oh, your performance with those daggers was breathtaking. It really was a shame that it was interrupted.
Mm.
I'd love to see more of it sometime. Oh, 19 plus 10 is 29.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Okay, it goes pretty well. He let's see how he reacts.
I'd like it to like maybe be towards the end of the dance if they're still in like her hand is in his hand, like
Yeah.
mhm. Kiss
He
the nose. The implication.
you know what? I think you also just accomplished steal a kiss. I think at the very end of the dance, he is going to give you a kiss on the hand.
Ooh.
And we're gonna count it for steal a kiss.
That is what I was hoping for.
That's
Yay.
what we're gonna do. That is it. All we have left is to win a game. The dancing has concluded. Interestingly, passive perception for everybody, real quick.
11.
I think mine is
11.
like ridiculously high.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
I have
17.
Okay. And what was Eiland?
11.
Okay. So these two, I think Elderon, you had a 15 for passive?
14.
Oh, 14. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hawthorn and Elderon, interesting thing to note. Your host has not been here for the dancing. Neither has her lady friend, the widow Chastain. Neither of your hosts have been here the entire time for the dance bit. Widow Chastain, actually, interestingly, you haven't even seen her yet. She was the second name on the invitation. Just tossing that out there.
I think, because I'm assuming Leticia is the one who has the most connections and things.
At least during this ball so far, she's, I mean,
yeah.
So connection
I'm
one and
going
connection
to
two. Like,
kind of sidle over to you, Leticia, because Hawthorn is on her hot girl shit and is investigating. Cogs are turning in her head. She takes notice that these people are not there. So she and Sir Barrington come up to you, and Sir Barrington kind of uses his body to like block most of the crowd so that like they can't see us. And I'm going to pull out the shoe label that I got from the pigeon. I know. Hawthorn is just like this. So you're the one who has the most connections here, right? I'm sorry. And I'm quickly going to like druid craft just to, because I've been like dancing with a bear. I know they're fae spirits, but I'm assuming they still smell somewhat bear-like. So I do some some druid craft for like some nice flowery scents.
yeah.
So I was very curious about the lady that got dragged out, and I sent an animal messenger after her, asking who Sophie was and what she knew, because I was very interested, because the hosts also haven't been here for quite some time. They kind of vanished, and I got that back. And I specifically heard, I know she has her. And I mean, not to like implicate anyone, but like there's like disappearances. Yeah, I'm sure we can throw that in the trash. It didn't give me enough information. And I'm going to just take off Aloysius, plop him on the ground, and just go, can you take that to a trash can, please? And he kind of like starts inching away with the note. That didn't give us very many
I'm gonna
much
walk up and be like,
information.
Leticia, do you need a moment to talk after the third dance?
Lord Forsythe, she's she got cornered by a woman and a bear.
Yeah.
Like, like decorum. I suppose that's at the window with this one. All thoughts, not set out loud.
Of course,
Decently
Hawthorn
perfect
doesn't pick up on
accent.
this.
Connections. I mean, our family. You, to be fair, you can't trace a noble family back at least. What do they say? 3 generations of separation. You'll always find a Criffington. We have a relative or a third cousin in practically every noble family, but
So would you happen to know who Sophia is? I couldn't get a last name. Animal Messenger is a very limited spell, and I only had a pigeon.
Who's Sophia?
Do a history check.
Sophia or Sophie? Sophie.
Sophie.
Oh,
Sorry.
who's Sophie?
That's what I was trying to find out. The lady that was covered in mud came running in and started screaming about her, and I know they
Oh,
have
that
her.
lunatic.
And with
Yeah, I
all
saw
the
that.
missing nobles that were happening the last few years, that can't be a coincidence.
Can I history check or something?
That's what I was gonna say.
Roll it.
Can I do it with advantage with the help action? Question mark. I'm not good.
I will willingly provide the help action because I'm like connecting dots for the mystery.
Trying to
so
help you
I'm
guys recall. Yeah.
yeah, so I'll hit
Um,
the help action.
I rolled a 21.
Okay.
Rolled a 2.
Nope. Nothing for Eiland. Absolutely nothing. He's like, what?
Yeah, I'm like,
Ooh,
that
I have
crazy
proficiency
money
in
lady.
history. So that is a 15 for me.
Okay. Yeah. So the both of you, and Hawthorn, would recall some of the rumors going around the city, that young girls, after attending parties hosted by Cartwright and Chastain, of them disappearing, never to be seen again. Most people, they just like I said at the beginning, they chalk it up to like romantic frivolity, right? Like they ran off with some guy, no big deal, whatever. It doesn't happen super often, maybe once or twice a year, something like that over the past couple of years, maybe 3. But yeah, that's what you know, some rumors. You also recall a few people maybe whispering about something like that. Like you might have heard something adjacent to that, like when this woman was being dragged out. You might have heard people kind of chattering. But yeah, that's what you know, and Eiland doesn't know dog shit.
Okay. I don't have any spells that would help.
I mean, last season, if a girl or two went missing after the ball, but everyone thought she was just carried off in the heat of the moment. The Roma elopement. Can you believe it? They whispers of elopement.
It
Well,
does
boy,
happen.
In high
Huh?
society, yes.
Pardon, Lord? The least you can do is request a special marriage license, but to elope beyond the scopes of society?
Are they eloping with other gentlemen? Like you'd think they'd be okay with it. At least someone would be okay with it. They wouldn't have to go into hiding. And who are they eloping with? We don't see gentlemen disappearing, do we? It's just young ladies.
That is very true.
So who are they eloping with? Are they eloping with staff?
Maybe
Well, if
each
they're-
other.
Well, if they're willing to bring the dishonorment of eloping upon their family, then probably some lowborn, non-noble gentleman colors.
Well, we probably would have.
Letitia's just got like this very forced, polite smile on her.
I'm fully invested. I'm like, we are now a mystery solving gang, and you're like,
No, like the reason one of the big scandals her family's been going through has been her uncle running off with the help.
No.
Yeah. She's like, these
"You're
fucking
so-"
morons don't know shit, and I have to be nice to
All I'm saying is that it is incredibly suspicious that they're saying elopement when these people just disappear and don't show back up.
Just at that very moment, as you were talking, one of the servants comes into the ballroom, just at the door, and he rings a little bell, And he says, dinner will be served in 15 minutes. And then he retreats.
Mm.
How long has it been since the dance ended?
About 10
And how
minutes.
long was the dance?
The dancing took about half an hour. Each dance was a couple minutes long with a few minutes of a break in between and some mingling.
So the third dance was 10 minutes? I'm trying to calculate how much longer Sir Barrington has before I have to spend another spell slot to get him back.
Oh, your bear has got easily 50 minutes left on him. Yeah.
Cool, I'll take it. Just in case some shit hits the fan, I have a bear in my back pocket.
Lady Yarding, if I may, perhaps we don't bring the bear into the dining room.
Oh.
Woodland creatures are not particularly looked, unless you're into bear baiting. That was a form of entertainment a century ago, from what I've heard.
Maybe the stables would be more appropriate.
Well, I think it's unfair. Animals are just as helpful as all these arcane spells, and I summoned him from the Feywild, so that should count for something.
Also, if young ladies are going missing, don't worry about it.
This is why we get animal friends on our side, because they can look for us. No one suspects animals.
I mean, they might be curious as to why a bear is roaming the halls.
After the dance,
Well,
I
I mean,
don't
that's
think
why you
anyone's
get
going to be
birds.
curious
Animals
about
is a
that
very
bear
broad
anymore.
category.
Okay, can you use your birds to look around?
I'm not sure if that's an ability that I specifically have with my birds, but I could summon one. What does my swarm do? Do. Nope, it's just attack shit.
Hmm.
Cool. Oh well.
Looks like we're going to miss dinner.
I'm gonna pull a ring off my pinky finger, and I'm gonna hand it to Leticia, and I'm gonna be like, just put this on one of your fingers, and just for the rest of the night.
Forsythe,
Not a proposal, not a
you need to
proposal.
ask my mama's
I'm merely,
permission for
I'm merely
this.
a friendly promise for the night, a promise ring for the rest of the night, just for your safety.
It's a promise ring.
A nightly token.
I'm gonna cast Warding Bond. And as long as we're both wearing the matching rings, you get a +1 to your AC, a +1 to all saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage. But every time you take damage, I take the same damage.
Warding Bond got that fucking buff now?
Yeah.
Jesus!
Apparently.
Yeah, +1 to AC and saving throws and resistance to all damage until I go to 0 hit points. And every time you take damage, I take damage.
My AC is now 18. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
But you have to
Yes,
stay within
bards.
60 feet of me.
Okay. Also, if we are going to dinner, I'm probably going to tell Mr. Barrington to continue kind of just walking around in the gardens. But if he sees something suspicious, come and get me from the dining room. I don't think the guards are going to stop a bear.
So to dinner, then.
To
Sure,
dinner.
they will definitely just avoid that bear, be like, whatever.
Especially since I'm like messing with it and it's not killing me. It's like, oh, that's like her pet bear. Also, I very obviously summoned it.
So yeah, dining hall. You guys are escorted to there. You follow people that are marching their way to the dining room. There are no assigned seats, but it is kind of a long dining table. It seats about 40 or so. There's one chair at the head and one chair at the foot, so it's only a single person wide, but then there's about another 19 or 20 chairs on either side. Again, no assigned seats, so you can sit wherever you like. There are along the walls, two or three on each wall, servants posted, chilling, presumably ready to like serve the food. You can sit wherever you like. Leticia, specifically, you do get a little from like Delphine, who's like,
I mean, if anyone's going and she's just going while she's fanning herself, If anyone's going to know gossip, it would perhaps be Madame Delphine Fox.
Wait, what did you say? Actually, that was too quiet.
It was a bit quiet. If
Okay,
there's anyone who knows
if
gossip, it
anyone
be
would know
Delphine
gossip,
Fox.
it's Madame Delphine Fox.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So Letitia's gonna go because it would be improper to sit so close to a gentleman she had just danced with and gave her a token of affection. He can sit across from the table. That's fine. Next to cousin Sarah, who we also danced with.
Sure. Okay. Yep. So he's seated next to cousin Sarah, Elderon, and Hawthorn. You are somewheres.
It doesn't really matter
while
where.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to sit close to the door, but I'm also. Did you say that to like the group of us of like if anyone knows
Yeah, I think we're a group
connections,
now.
then it's okay.
We've
So I'm
established.
going to just kind of lean in close and I'm gonna be careful where you move the chair. I'm leaving Aloysius here. Just give me a quick signal if she starts saying something interesting. And I'm just gonna take Aloysius off and put him on like the underside of your chair. So he's not sitting on you, but he is on the other side of the chair, so I have an ear on that side of the table.
I love it.
I love
it.
just forcing everybody to do this. I'm like, I am a detective, and everyone's like, stop.
Yeah, so you guys are all seated. The first course does arrive. Interestingly, no drinks. You are only served water. And the first course is a white soup, which is it's a broth-based soup, usually ham and chicken, and it's thickened with almond flour and cream. Sounds terrible, but that's what that's what it is. Perhaps there might be a bean in there if you're lucky. But yeah, so white soup is what you are served. Arriving at the head of the table, making her first appearance of the evening, the widow shall stay.
Ooh.
Yeah, she hasn't really shown up all night. She does give her humble apologies. She says, my apologies for my delayed arrival. I do appreciate you entertaining yourselves until I could make an appearance. Sadly, our lady hostess will not be joining us for dinner this evening. She did ask me to pass along her apologies as well. Too preoccupied, you see, with ensuring that the rest of the festivities go off as planned. Now, if everyone would care to raise a glass, and she does bring up a flute. It's filled with a clear, like a translucent red liquid. It's obviously a wine of some sort, but it's not dark. Like we're not talking a Merlot here. Like you can see light through it. She holds up one of those glasses, and as you all are seated in front of your soup here, servants come up with trays sort of going in between you and handing out these drinks. And she offers a toast to the hospitality of your illustrious hostess, to your luck in the marriage market, and to your health. Ting ting. Now, real quick, before we get the toast, I would like everybody to state for me the primary emotion they are feeling.
Is this before the toast or after the
toast?
Because I was like, because the minute she said marriage market, I'm having a great night. I'm good. I couldn't care less about this murder mystery thing.
Are you nervous, happy, angry, excited, horny, betrayed?
Horny.
Cool. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna try to make Atticus horny by just giving him the eye briefly.
Are you also horny?
No. The thing about Leticia is this is all calculated in the back of her mind. She is a girl needs options in the long run, especially one who has, if she doesn't succeed in the marriage mart or something this season, who wants to go to North Island?
So she's feeling pretty ambitious.
Ambition would be the best, like
sure.
A cool, calculated ambition to.
way too deep. There's nothing turning back here.
Just horny. Hawthorn?
Focus, because gears are still ticking, things are still clicking.
Let's call that
Yeah,
curious.
Curiosity. Yeah,
Let's call that curious.
curiosity. Yeah.
How about Elderon?
Well, with the two horny people, I was just gonna say, what are there oysters in this place?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
No oysters yet, but second course hasn't been served, so.
yeah. So he's looking at the Widow Chastain with like a dark amusement.
Okay, so he's amused.
Yes,
Okay.
by the
Lovely.
great situation.
Cool. Toast time. Feel free to take your toast, or if you don't like alcohol, whatever. Totally up to you.
Yeah, I don't think Hawthorn is a big drinker.
I've
So
been
she's
drinking all
probably
night.
just gonna, toast and then like gently like swirl
What?
it for a moment and then gently set it down and not touch it.
Okay.
One does not drink at a toast. It's poor manners and bad luck.
Yeah, you do
Say
get
that
looks
out
for that.
loud.
You do.
Oh, I'm gonna drink that shit.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
Elderon, you
100%.
drinking?
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Wisdom saving throw from everybody who drank, please.
Ooh,
I knew it.
I knew it. But also,
I was
Hawthorn is not a
trying really
drinker.
hard not to make that too easy to meta, but
18.
18?
Yeah.
You get to
Okay.
I get to add +1 because of the warding bond, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Oh yeah, for saves.
All
For
saves.
Does Eiland also get to add +1 because he's part of the warding bond, or no? It's
Nope.
only the other person.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all for
I
the
rolled
other
an
person.
11, and with heroic inspiration, what effect does that have again?
You just re-roll it.
You reroll
Oh,
if you
okay.
want.
Wisdom saving throw. Come on. Okay, that was Stugalo. No, where? Okay, how do I get back to saving throws? Because the other one was like a 13. I'm just trying to remember what the other one was.
It's right. Are you on D&D Beyond?
Game log. There we go. Yeah, 13.
Okay.
13's the
Got a
highest.
16,
Okay.
thanks
Leticia
to
got a
that
16.
warding bond. Yep.
Okay. And Hawthorne, what did you get again? Oh, you didn't
I
drink.
didn't drink.
Okay. Leticia, Eiland, you are completely fine. Elderon.
Yes.
Actually, let's describe it this way. Eiland and Leticia, you notice that as everyone consumes the wine, the energy in the room sort of it changes. It goes up a little bit. Elderon is kind of losing his mind over there a little bit. I mean, not crazy, but like he's giggling like for no reason. Like just kind of to no one and for nothing in particular. There's a few people down at the other end of the table who have started arguing. These people up here are ignoring their food, and it kind of looks like they're about to climb across the table and just like jump each other.
Oh my God.
They're thankfully restraining themselves, but it's definitely like it's weird. And also, after she gives the toast, the Widow Chastain just wishes that everyone enjoy their meal, proclaims that she has something to attend to, and saunters off. Gasp.
My head immediately turns and looks directly at you two. And I was reading their problem is it says it obeys your verbal commands. Is there like a window to the courtyard?
Not from this room.
Damn it. And I can't mentally command Sir Barrington, unfortunately. Which is slightly okay. So I don't have my pocket bear.
Oh.
And I'm
I see.
like, because Hawthorn is definitely starting to feel a little like trapped. She knows
I'll just look
hunting
across the table
tactics.
at Leticia and I'll be like, what is happening? Is
Leticia
everyone
also
okay?
seated next to you, Delphine is also giggling. She's kind of like having a little bit of a laughing fit.
Delphine, what's going on? The wine was good, but
Yeah, what about Sarah? How's Sarah acting?
Darling, sorry, I was just remembering the terrible foible that friend of yours made upon his entrance into the ball. That whole bit with the Pegasus.
Oh,
How
thanks.
can you believe?
Shot to the heart.
Elderon would laugh at that.
What? Yeah. What is Sarah's emotion?
Yeah, how's Sarah acting next to me?
She is terrified. Like she is like looking around, like kind of like she's clutching the edge of her dress here, like her knuckles are white, and she's like extremely uncomfortable. Like she's kind of frozen. She looks like a deer in headlights.
Lady Criffington, are you okay? Leticia?
I don't. Everyone's looking at me.
Sarah, come, Sarah, cousin.
I've got it. I think I need some air. And she just stands up and leaves.
I'm gonna
At this
follow
point-
my.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting up and I'm probably going to, seeing that, I'm going to go over to Eiland and I'm just going to also run by, because you and Leticia were like really close to each other, right?
Yep.
Like
No.
side by side.
I'm next to Sarah. Letitia's across from me.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Letitia's chair, reach under it, pull out Aloysius, stick him to my dress, and I'm going to like lean across the table because there's already people like doing shit like that. And I'm gonna just go, I know animals. I know a trap when I see one. We should probably just leave. And then I'm going to like continually staring over my shoulder at you, walk out of the dining room.
Hawthorn, wait, we can't. Leticia and your
No
There
one
are
cares
also a
about
couple of
Elderon.
other people who leave the dining room at this point. Notably, Simone Argentis does also leave. She actually leaves kind of right behind the Widow Chastain, not necessarily following her, but like she left right after her. Lucius and Louisa Bell, they also got up to leave. So you're missing several people, and yet the servants don't seem to think anything is wrong. They continue serving the food. The next course is served. It is announced, and for the entree, stewed mutton and sweet herbs, and the food is presented.
God, okay. Does this seem to be like a like are people like charmed essentially? Is that what's happening here? What can I
Yes.
tell what the hell is happening?
You can make me an Arcana check.
Okay, there we go.
Could I actually provide the help action because I see that he's not going anywhere?
Yeah.
So I would
Sure.
like to come back to the door, stare directly at him, and make
Thank
sort of
God.
a this motion.
I rolled a
just
19 minus
mouth
1.
trap.
Okay, yeah. That'll do on an Arcana check. Yes, they are charmed. There was something in the wine.
Oh God. Guardian, grab your cousin. Let's go find Leticia. Let's go find the Criffingtons.
All right, yeah, I'm just running back in. I'm gonna grab you, Elderon,
Thank you.
and I'm just gonna drag you out. And the moment I can call Sir Barrington, I'm getting Sir Barrington to us because I don't know if we need a bear.
Are you guys still in the dining room?
I think we followed Leticia, who's following Sarah. So
Yeah,
wherever
I'm calling
Sarah's-
out
that's right.
Sarah, then whatever
You,
calling.
yes, so you left the dining room, so you're not. Okay.
Sarah Criffington. Sarah.
I'm running as far as I can. I'm a ranger, so I have some good stuff as opposed to everyone who's like, in whatever. And I'm just gonna shout, there was something in the drink. It's probably magic.
Oh, and
It's definitely magic.
Elderon, still under his like giggling phase, is like, all wine is magic.
Wait,
Can
what?
I?
On my way out of the room, before I go after Sarah, though, what's Atticus's mood look like?
Atticus is horny.
I'm gonna make
Like-
it worse, and I'm just gonna while I run past.
Just a little.
Yeah, like, okay, so I guess this is the part where yes, okay. He is enticed by your little gesture. But you've run off too quickly. Like for him to like chase after you, like he's trying to get from his side of the table, like around. He does stand up. And you see his sister like try to like pull him back down, and she is pleading. Like she's sad. She's almost weeping, like if she would allow herself to do that. But yeah, that's not how it's going down. And that's the last thing you see before you exit the room. You don't know if he's come after you or not.
I don't necessarily want him to come after me. I just want to tease him a little.
Yeah.
But I am chasing that. Fast forward a little bit to Sarah Criffington. Sarah.
Oh yeah, she's just a mess. She's like overcome with anxiety, like literally having a panic attack.
Wait, is she still running, having her panic attack, or is she collapsed anywhere?
No, she's made her way to the courtyard and she's kind of seated next to one of the shrubs.
I was about to say, I was going to have Sir Barrington intercept her. Anyway.
I guess we've all made it to the courtyard then, huh?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. On your way to the courtyard, you do peep Simone Argentis turning a corner. The dining room was sort of down a hall, off to the side from where the ballroom and dining room are on the same side there. You see her turning a corner as you're making your way to the courtyard. She kind of disappears behind that corner, but you did peep it. She's not like lots of other people just kind of made a beeline for the exit or just kind of went somewhere like to fuck. She seems to be going somewhere. Like,
can I do an Arcana check to see if I think this is an effect that can be ended if somebody takes damage? Like, slightly metagamey. If someone were to take damage, would they be able to repeat the saving throw against this effect, or is this just something that you just have to wait out?
I was making an Arcana check.
Yeah.
You're gonna slap me?
No, I was gonna slap Sarah. That's I only have a +1 in Arcana, so that's a 17.
Something akin to a lesser restoration will end the effect.
So not a slap.
Okay,
correct.
So if it's
Darn
a
it.
magical effect, would Dispel Magic end it?
You can try.
Okay. Yeah, Leticia's just going to like reach into the volumes of her skirts and petticoats and she pulls out just it almost looks like I guess you have to cast bard spells through a musical instrument or an arcane focus.
Mm-hmm.
So she just has a pair of castanets in her hand that she does a dramatic triple click with as she casts Dispel Magic on her cousin.
And pretty easily the magic is dispelled. It wasn't like a crazy high level spell or anything. This was actually just meant to be something temporary. It seems kind of probably just to cause chaos.
I know a trap when I see one. I've almost stepped in plenty of bear traps and snares. I know a trap when I see one. This looks bad.
Is
She's
Elderon?
Sarah's suddenly kind of apologetic, like, "Oh, sorry, I don't know what came over me."
It's magic. You're fine.
And Elderon is still a giggling idiot.
I guess you do him too. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I will also, after noting, we're going to prioritize our dear, sweet Sarah. I'm so glad you're back in good spirit. And then Elderon's just fucking giggling. And she's just like, oh, apologies, Lord Greenwood. And triple click on the castanets real quick as she casts a spell magic on him.
Elderon stands at attention. He's just he looks to Leticia and he's like, "Thank you, my dear, for dispelling that magic."
Honestly, casting such spells on unknowing participants without even a warning.
Right.
Exactly. Trap.
I mean, I've heard stories of parties where enchantment was woven into the party, but everyone was given notification first.
Why did she just leave the toast, though?
She did leave the toast and
Suspicious.
What was the lady's name? Argentum, right? What's her face?
The Widow Chastain. Maribeth Chastain.
And then Simone Argentum.
Simone Argentis was the one who left like immediately after her and like strode somewhere with a purpose.
I say we find them and show them just how much we appreciate this
All
party.
right, guys, quit that.
We could go inquire
We should
about.
we should probably inquire, but I don't suppose anyone at the dinner is going to be worth much information currently.
Probably not.
Lady Argentum seemed to be in fine spirits when she slunk away down that corridor, though.
Do
If
I
we
remember if she drank the drink?
She did not.
I was about to say, I have a passive perception of 27. She didn't drink. I didn't drink it either. I'm not an alcohol person. But if
Nope.
she didn't drink it, she
Oh.
must have known.
on us when we drink it, do we like feel like even though like we like resisted, do we like feel it? Like
Sure.
okay.
Yeah. There's like let's say it kind of burns like brandy, but then it makes your head feel kind of fuzzy and bubbly.
Okay.
As you guys were making your way to the courtyard, who passive perception? Yours is the
17.
highest, I think.
17.
Oh yeah, you definitely heard it. There was a bit of a thump going on. You don't know necessarily where, but it sounded like it was coming from underneath you.
Underneath or above? What?
Underneath.
Underneath.
Below. On your way to the courtyard, it sounded like there was some kind of like thumping coming from underneath you.
Should we go find Lady Argentus?
As Simone was like rounding the corner.
Something underneath that, like underneath the floor?
Yeah.
Like a basement or something.
Yep.
We passed Lady Argentus. Should we go? She seemed fine. Should we go ask her what's happening?
Perhaps Sarah, should we bring Sarah with us? The poor dear.
She seems a mess.
Darling, just leave me be. I'll be fine. I just need to get a little bit more air, and I'll be all right.
I feel like things are happening a bit fast and under our noses.
Once I get my feet underneath me, I'm just gonna call it a night.
Yes, go home as swiftly as you can. I don't think anything good is going on. I have half a mind to see if I can smoke something out, just send Sir Barrington careening through the dining room, cause extra chaos. Chaos they're not counting on, assuming there's some sort of conspiracy here. And that I am correct, and they're taking girls and sending them somewhere.
Taking girl Lady Yarding.
I'm sorry. The things are lining up. I have half a mind to cause some extra chaos and see if that throws plans out of whack. They have to respond, or else their plans go to shit, unless they are incredibly patient hunters, which I doubt they are. Causing extra chaos is going to do nothing but throw their plans out of whack, and they're going to have to try and correct it, which means we might be able to get an advantage on this.
Leticia, do you think this is a sinister plot going down?
Vote 1 for sinister plot.
Oh,
And then Sir Barrington raises his hand. 2 votes for sinister plot.
3 votes for sinister plot.
I mean, like, it's. I'm just pointing out it's great that you've assumed this is a democracy now. Like that the votes are a thing.
I'm gonna cast message because I can do it within 120 feet if I'm familiar with the target, and just try to get specifically the Criffington footman or coachman or whoever the fuck drove us here in our carriages, one of them. I'm just gonna be like, what should the coachman's name be?
Ludley.
Ludley.
Oh, yes, mistress.
Come fetch Sarah from the courtyard post haste. The deer's taken ill. She needs to go home, and right now, immediately.
It shall be done at once. And you can like almost hear him nodding and swiftly moving in your head.
And I do apologize for the gruff tone, but she's pretty much Letitia's gonna wait for their coachman from their house that she knows to show up and take her cousin home because she doesn't want her cousin to get kidnapped if that nefarious plot is real.
He does arrive pretty swiftly. Like he's made his way through. Some more people have left the dining room, so he does kind of comment. It's a bit of a mess in there, isn't it?
Ludley. Servants are seen, not heard. At least at polite society events. Is anything interesting going on back there?
I'm just Bunch of folk running around like mad people. Can't imagine what was in them drinks. I'm sorry, what?
I assumed that all the servants that came to the party were hanging out with each other from like the various coachmen of different houses.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
was trying to get some gossip from him.
Nothing much going on. Heard a little bit about how the bells have been racking up a bit of a gambling debt.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's the head of the family, it is. He's got a bit of a problem.
Good to know. Now, here, Sarah, Ludley's going to take you to my coach, and he will escort you home. Well, he'll take you back to your coachman at least, and you can take your coach home, because for some reason, even though we're in the same family, we took multiple coaches here.
As we do.
Yep.
As we do.
Leticia, I think Hawthorn's about to abandon us.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm worried for my cousin.
As I'm kind of staring at the ground, very clearly debating on whether or not I want to send Sir Barrington careening through the dining room.
So
All right.
you're re-entering the manor to like launch an investigation here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the mood, I guess. I mean, I hope it doesn't
Fine lady.
taint my social standing.
Yeah, Argentus, I guess. Let's try not to try to avoid the dining hall though. I want to see as few fellow nobles as possible.
Yeah. So you do manage that pretty well. It seems most people are still in the dining hall, either like completely overcome by what they were doing or honestly just enjoying the food that much because they're gluttons. You, I guess, make your way in the direction that you had seen Simone walking. You're moving down a hall, and there's a couple of rooms off to the side. A few of the doors open, a few of them shut. One of them seems to be like a parlor. There's a few people who are playing a very heated game of poker. They're like kind of shouting at each other. Seems it's not going very well. Two more doors down. There are some sounds coming from inside. You pretty sure you might have heard somebody yelp. And there's like kind of a clattering sound, like maybe something got knocked onto the floor.
Cool. Bear goes through the door.
Bear goes through the door.
Smashes through the door as I follow, whipping out my bow.
Has no problem clearing that door down. Your bear barges into the room. You are right behind. And you're actually the only source of danger because inside the room is Chastity and Atticus DeVere in various states of undress on one of the sofas.
The DeVeres. I knew it.
Yeah.
Avert your eyes, Sir Barrington, and we back out of the room.
I knew it. I knew this was a Cersei thing.
Yeah, they're banging.
Y'all need a third.
Okay.
Nope. We're going to leave them to it.
My word!
Back where it was.
Someone has to shake up that gene pool.
Yeah, it's kind of a straight line. Sorry.
My word!
Yeah, that's
very, very loudly. Letitia's like, my word, Atticus!
Leticia, I can explain. This is just for fun.
Did everyone in the party hear that? Atticus and Chastity DeVere just get naked together for fun. She's tanking both of their reputations at this point.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy at myself and I'll be like, Atticus! And that's how
I mean, also the door is wide open. Everyone can see it thanks to Sir Barrington.
Yeah, they pretty
so if that provides a help action for anything.
They're still under the effects of the magic, so while they are pretty embarrassed, like if you guys make your way just enough feet away from them, they're probably just going to go right back to it.
Their blood is probably the same color as ours.
I'm gonna be sick.
So that's what you discovered in that room.
Everyone knows incest of this level is only permitted to royalty.
I'll put a double check next to the secrets.
Yeah. The hall that you are in, double check this. The hall that you are in dead ends into a door that's been left open that is the entrance to a staircase leads downward.
As we walk past, you just watch Leticia like wiping her hand off with her fan where he kissed her earlier. Like,
oh no!
I did.
Emotional damage.
Breaking her like usual facade of like playfulness. I danced with a sister fucker tonight. Oh.
Leticia, everyone marries a cousin here and there.
Cousin, not a sibling.
Are any of us not related?
No, we're high society. We're all fucking related.
I'm only related by marriage of someone else, so
At most, Eiland is a seventh cousin twice removed. That
I mean, Leticia and I are probably related in 2 or 3 different directions. I have 9 siblings, so
I think I'm the only one that's the least connected to everybody else. I probably only have one marital connection to the rest of high society.
If I may, it's probably a good thing this is a fantasy setting, or else there would be a lot of physical attributes that would raise a few eyebrows.
Yeah, I'm sure those clerics are working overtime.
Anyways,
resetting those gene
stairs
pools.
going down, you said.
Yes, Bear goes first. Bear goes
Speaking
first.
of going down, I'm sure you can hear them in the background.
So Sir Barrington is going first.
Okay, yep. So you all make your way down the stairs, Sir Barrington, to the end, or at the head there. So at the bottom of the stairs, there's a small opening. It's like a dirt floor room, like no more than a few feet wide, and it's just like kind of an entryway sort of a thing. There's another door in front of you. And it's just a plain wooden door with a ring on it. Just a plain wooden door with a ring on it. That's it. That's what you see.
It has a like a knocker?
Yeah, like a pull ring.
Oh, like a pull ring.
I'll pull it.
Door doesn't open.
It's locked.
All right,
There's no
Sir
lock
Barrington.
of any sort.
Sir Barrington.
All right, Sir Barrington. Let's see what you can do. Let's do this again. Crunch.
The bear does not destroy the door. It actually his paw just bounces off of it. It leaves a big claw mark.
I'll try Warhammer.
But I will say when you pull on the pull ring, the door speaks for just a second and it says play charades. And then on the door appears some writing in common. So above game, real quick, we're going to play charades. It's not the kind of charades that you know. It's the Regency area kind of charades where it's a word game of riddles. Essentially, it's a riddle that describes a word. It has syllables. So it'll give you a few lines that describe the first syllable of the word, the next syllable of the word, the next syllable. You have to figure out what the whole word is. That's charades in the Regency era.
This is going to take us 10 seconds or 20 minutes. Let's go.
I looked up a lot of these and we just won't get it, right? Like with the stuff that already exists, because we don't understand the references. So
that makes sense.
I've come up with a couple. I think I'm just going to use one, but the answers to all of these are TTRPG related.
Okay.
So you have a fair shot of actually getting the damn thing. I think this is, let's see. Actually, somebody roll me a D4 and we'll decide which one shows up on the door.
That is going to be
a 1. I heard a 1. I heard a 1.
Are we going to average it?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
So you roll as well. You were already rolling.
What'd you roll?
D4. We're averaging the result.
I rolled a 3.
I got a 4.
Okay.
1, 3, 4.
I swear to God, you get a 2. Oh, okay.
So 12 out of 4, and that's 3. Okay.
3.
All right. So this is the charades that appears on the door. This is the riddle that appears on the door. It says, The first is a ball's job, or that of a wheel. The second, what children do as they romp and squeal.
Roleplay.
So again, this is describing two syllables. The first
Two
is
syllables.
a ball's job, or that of a wheel. The second, what children do as they romp and squeal.
So roll is
And play.
Yeah.
role play.
There you go. Yep. The answer is
Okay, we got roleplay.
Yep. And the door opens. There you go. I think that actually was low-key the easiest one. I'm really glad.
That's fitting.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, so the door opens. Yay.
All right.
Bear?
I
And
have
I
my
shall-
bow like
I shall
somewhat
follow
like
Bear,
half
I
drawn
guess.
at this point.
Bear. All right.
Bear goes through.
Who's going in?
I'm after the bear.
Cool.
I'm after him.
We're all in.
I guess
I'll
I'm
go.
taking up the rear or as close to the rear.
I'll go next to Eiland.
So if everybody's like in there, then what you see is this. The widow Chastain stands in the center of the room, her dress a little bit messy with blood. She is not much, mind you. It's just a few splashes. She is reaching up toward a low ceiling where Simone is strapped with metal arm and leg restraints. There's also one that goes around her neck. She's fiddling with the one that goes around her neck. Directly below Simone is a bathtub. And the collar on her neck appears to have a small spout.
Of course.
Gross.
Ew.
Ew.
We basically got Elizabeth Bathory going on here.
Yeah. In the rest of the room, there's a small table over to the side. It has a couple of books, appears to be like magic, like spell books. There are a few arcane implements, some herbs and animal parts and things. You also see a trunk like tucked next to this table, or kind of like underneath it to the side, like under one of these legs. It's just a trunk, burgundy with gold accents, like a traveler's trunk, like a and then it's got the compartments inside. On the floor in the corner of the room lies deceased Lady Claudia Cartwright.
Oh,
A dagger in her chest.
Oh.
cool.
And that's what you see.
Hunter's mark. Fully draw bow back. Get him, Sir Barrington.
Okay, so
Firing.
you're initiating combat.
Oh,
yeah.
instantly. Instantly.
Fair enough. Everybody roll for the initiative. All right, let me see here. What did I get her? Yes, this is what we're doing. Okay.
It's like the worst use of a fucking nat 20.
I
Oh
just have
God,
something.
where is
When we roll initiative, I
Right.
do have something from
I
myself.
only got a 13. I'm not
I
doing
got a
too hot.
19.
Whatever. It's fine.
Oh wait, I'm gonna buff everybody's initiative here in a second.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So level 6 dance bards get tandem footwork. When you roll initiative, you can expend one use of your bardic inspiration if you don't have the incapacitated condition. When you do so, roll your bardic inspiration die. You and each ally within 30 feet of you who can see or hear you gains a bonus to initiative equal to the number rolled. So I'm gonna do that to buff all of our initiatives. So currently I have 10 plus 4 for my initiative roll for a 14. And we're each going to add an extra 2 to our initiative because I rolled a 2 on my Bardic Inspiration die. So I have 16, add 2 to whatever you guys rolled.
so I have
I
a
got
15.
21.
21 for Elderon, 15 for Hawthorn,
22 for Eiland.
22 for
There's
Eiland. Jeez.
definitely like a dramatic from the castanets.
Yeah.
I love your castanets. I'm all about those.
Okay, so it is. Oh wow, you literally all go first, and then she goes. That's great.
Oh, nice.
So it
I
is
also have a bear.
Eiland, Elderon. Does he roll his own initiative?
What, Sir Barrington?
Yeah.
No, he acts after me.
Okay.
Oh,
Eiland,
oops, shit.
Elderon, then it's Hawthorn and Leticia, and then the Widow Chastain.
Wait, where am I at? I'm before Hawthorn, right?
You are
Probably.
No, I thought Hawthorn rolled higher than you, didn't he?
Wait,
Or
what
no,
am I-
wait, no, I'm sorry. It's Leticia.
I got
and
a
then
15.
I
Yeah,
got a 16.
yeah.
So you're one
You're
above
right.
me.
Sorry, I had you guys flip flopped. Leticia and then Hawthorn. All right. Yeah, so she is, I mean, she's up there. She's fussing with the thing. We rolled initiative. Eiland is the first up.
Lady Chastain? Question mark? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna.
Nobody was supposed to get down here. How did you get the door open?
I'm just gonna swing her with my lance.
Note
Next
that
to
we
my
did
warhammer.
win a game of charades right there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also that does count for winning the
Okay,
game.
so we have accomplished everything.
Yep.
Next to my warhammer on my back, I'll grab my lance, and I'm gonna. It has a 10-foot range, so I'll swing it at her with a 10-foot range.
Oh god. Okay. What was the attack roll here?
God, a 13.
Okay, yeah. So that's a no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a no. Yeah, so
Um,
you swing at her with the lance, and she I guess kind of just like dodges out of the way. Actually, just like yanks her hand down from what she was doing, swoops to the other side of the bathtub.
And I will use my champion challenge's bonus action just make a wisdom save, and she can't move more than 30 feet away from me if she fails.
Okay, heard.
Wisdom DC 13.
What was that?
let's
Can't
see.
move more than 30 feet away from you?
Yeah, if she fails the wisdom save.
Oh.
And her
I'm
wisdom-
assuming that's choosing to use movement.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that wouldn't move more than 15. Okay.
She can't
Yeah.
willingly move.
Willingly. Okay, so you can
What was the
force her to
save
move.
DC?
13.
Yeah, she succeeded.
Cool. All right, that's my turn.
Yep.
I am
Next
going.
up is Elderon.
I'm going to cast Dark Bolt.
I'm not familiar. What does this do?
I utter a quick invocation to create a black nimbus around my hand, and then hurl 3 rays of darkness at 1 or more targets in range.
Hi. Okay. So attack rolls. I'm taking it.
Yep. No, it's Constitution's 15.
Oh, she has to make a save. Okay.
Oh.
Well, all right. Let's see here.
Oh, it's pretty much like
And
Scorching Ray.
she failed. Your attack goes off. How does that? Yeah. What does that do? How's that look? You're hurling shadow blobs at her.
Yep.
Cool. Damage me.
So I'm assuming I roll 3 times, considering that's 3 bolts.
Does it require an attack roll?
It does.
Spell say? Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
you have to make an attack roll for each bolt, and they have to make a save for each bolt that hits them.
Oh, they have to make a save for each bolt that hits
so
them.
roll.
Oh, okay.
Do me your attack rolls first, and then I'll roll the saves.
Okay. Wait. So 3 is 3 damage.
No, your
Oh,
attack.
yeah,
roll
attack
me your
rolls.
attack rolls.
Okay.
That's your D20 plus your spell attack modifier.
20 plus my attack. Why can't things ever be easy? So it just says like Constitution 15 for saving.
No, this is your spell attack roll. So you roll a D20.
Spell
you
attack
add your
roll. It
spell
should
attack
say at the
modifier.
top of your spell list.
Yeah.
At the top of my spell list. Oh, modifier +4. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So you would add a 4 to your
roll
D20.
D20 plus 4 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 10.
Nope.
That is a 1.
Oh
Ooh.
my.
We're doing
Okay.
really good in this combat. Let's go.
Oh my God.
And then that's an 18.
That one hits. You
Thank
hit her.
goodness.
Thank God. Okay, so damage-wise, it's going to be a 9.
Okay.
And what does she have to save for? Is that for damage
Con?
or is that for an extra effect?
Yeah, what's the save?
Oh, if she fails the con save, she can't take a reaction. Till
Oh, okay. Okay. So we'll roll. Let me roll that.
Okay, so that doesn't affect the damage. She takes 9 damage. Is that necrotic damage?
It's full
Nice.
damage.
Cold damage. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm feeling like she saved that because she rolled 19.
Oh yeah, she for sure saved that.
So she has a reaction, but she takes 9 cold damage. Okay.
All right. So that is Elderon, unless you have a bonus action.
Mm. Um,
Oh, do you have your shadow thing that you want to use?
oh, magic. Oh, I have a Hound of Ill Omens.
Yeah,
Um,
throw
yeah,
that out there.
And summon that.
yeah, but that costs 3 sorcery points. I'm kind of low right now after doing all that stuff. Um,
What did you use sorcery points for?
Yeah, you didn't use sorcery points.
oh,
Have you been spending sorcery points instead of spell slots?
no, I've been doing spell slots. Okay, so sorcery points. Where are those? Sorry, I'm apologize.
They're in your features and traits.
Features.
Features and
Yeah.
traits. It should tell you how many you have. You should have
Yeah.
like at least 7.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to spend 3
To do
spell-
the Hound of
resource-
Ill-Omen.
Yup.
Yep. So you summon that
Um,
bitch next to her, and I guess you get to what? Choose his effect, or
Um, sorry, I made this a long time ago.
No, it's
Yeah.
Very good.
I don't remember what Hound.
I
of
think it gets to attack her.
The
Yeah.
Hound is medium size. It appears a number of temporary hit points. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So, at the start of its turn, the Hound automatically knows its target's location. If the target was hidden, blah blah blah. Yeah, it doesn't say that it has any like special thing.
It just attacks her and knows where she
Yeah.
is at all times.
Okay, cool. So I guess you can make an attack roll for your Hound.
I think it's a dire wolf stat block, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it does have pack tactics too, but
So let's see, Direwolf.
I have it pulled up. It
And
can
I
do 1 bite attack. +5 to hit.
so +5 to hit. So D20 +5.
D20 +5.
I rolled a 2.
it's all right.
Ooh.
D&D hates me.
Well, if
Be
anything,
both
she
missed.
is pinned down and we will know her location at all times. So that was a really
Yep.
good move on your part.
Yep.
Thank-
And then we have Leticia.
So Letitia's going to clack out a small on her castanets as she
Mhm.
casts Fount of Moonlight on herself.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a 4th level new spell.
oh my goodness.
TLDR, I add 2d6 radiant damage to all of my melee attacks.
Amazing.
Nice. That's awesome.
I also shed bright light within 20 feet of me and dim light within a further 20 feet. So I'm fucking glowing.
Radiant.
Radiant, except it's giving like Galadriel from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Of
Well,
course.
like,
That's what I was thinking, especially like with your vibe. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
yeah. I dig it. Okay.
And I'm going to approach her. That was an action. As a bonus action, I'm just going to wink at Hawthorn and just be like, I know you've got this, as I give her bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
And whenever that happens, that triggers another part of being a dance bard. Whenever I use a bardic
God.
inspiration die,
Oh.
I can hit somebody with a melee attack.
What? Seriously?
Oh, nice.
Dance
I
bards
love
are
that.
they're melee bards. It is agile strikes. When you expend a use of your bardic inspiration as part of an action, a bonus action, or a reaction, you can make one unarmed strike as part of that action, bonus action, or reaction. Also, bardic damage. I can use dexterity instead of strength for the attack rolls of my unarmed strikes. And when I deal damage with an unarmed strike, I deal bludgeoning damage equal to a roll of my bardic inspiration die plus my dex modifier instead of the strike's normal damage. And the roll does not expend the die.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
So,
dig it.
I
Hit a bitch.
like as I do that, I'm just going to flick a kick up from my skirts and try to kick her in the fucking head.
Okay. Yep. Pick her in the
As
fucking
part
head.
of
Roll it.
giving her bardic inspiration. 18 plus proficiency plus
Oh,
dex
nice.
is +6 is a 24.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
you cracked her noggin
The
real
first
good.
person to.
How bad did you whack her?
So it'll be a D8. So 7 plus dex damage is 3 for 10 plus 2d6 of radiant.
Mm-hmm.
I got 11 radiant, 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And how much is your bardic inspiration, just so that I know if I have to use it?
It's a d8.
D8. Okay, awesome.
And that is 2 bardic inspiration die as used. I had to use 1 on tandem footwork to bump
Yep.
everybody's initiative,
And
and the
one
other
on
one
me.
is now.
Yep.
So I have 2 uses left because I have my charisma modifier is 4.
And then we are to that does Leticia?
That does Leticia. 21 damage is not bad for a bard.
No, we will take it.
Yeah.
For a
I did
bard?
0.
For a bard,
Congratulations.
Go for it, Hawthorn. Take it away.
All right.
You
2
and your birds.
shots with Hunter's Mark.
2 shots with Hunter's Mark.
So first one is a 23, and I'll just roll the second one, which is a 16.
They both hit.
They both hit. All right. So I
Yep,
have Hunter's
she-
Mark up, and
Right in her tits.
yep, I have my Hunter's Mark up, and I have my Swarm up. So I'll just do the first one is a D8.
All right. What are you guys doing?
7 plus a D6. 13 plus another D6 from my Swarm. What number did I say?
Oh, I genuinely don't
5,
know.
6,
You said 7?
7. 13. So the first shot is 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Some of that is force damage. I believe 6 of that is force damage, if that matters.
Nope.
Okay, cool. And so then the second one is going to be D8. So that's going to be 4. It's going to be 12 points of piercing damage. And then she is
Jesus.
actually, yep, that's the only thing that I can do with that one. And then I have Signor Barrington, who's gonna go up and beat the shit out of her. Half the spell's level rounded down, so it only gets 1 attack, but it gets a maul.
Okay.
And I believe he uses my spell attack modifier, so that's going to be, oh my god, a +7. So that's
Okay.
16 plus 7, so I think I hit.
Yeah.
Cool. And then he gets a D8 plus 4 plus 2.
Okay.
So
Just murder
gets
this
a
bitch.
8 points of piercing damage as he just takes his claw and just smacks her across the face. And that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. Okay. And then okay, so that was Hawthorn. We are up to the Widow Chastain. She's pissed that you guys have intruded. How dare you interrupt my work? And she is going to forget about all of her reactions. Let's cast. We're gonna do. Yeah, I think I can hit all of you guys with it if you're clumped up. We're gonna do Cone of Cold.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, can I
for
have
sure
a
hit all
con
of us.
save, please?
Con save.
Thank God. Something I'm good at.
I don't think I'm very good at con saves.
21.
17.
Oh God, let me roll.
I think I got a 14.
Ooh.
Oh, you do
I
get a
only
plus
got an
1.
11.
The 14 is with the +1.
Where the fuck is that? Okay.
I only get an 11, so I
So
fail it.
I got a 14, an 11,
18.
21.
a 20. Okay, 21 saves. Yep. And what was Elderon?
18.
18 also saves. Okay, so we are doing. Let's see how.
Oh, actually, I think I need to do one for Sir Barrington.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
I? Because he's a creature.
You
Yep.
can use that heroic inspiration I gave you on this.
Actually, I am going to use it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Holy ass.
Oh, thank goodness that's better. 21. And then
Okay,
Sir
yeah,
Barrington.
the bear saved.
No, 21 is me with the heroic inspiration.
Oh,
I'm now
okay,
rolling
okay.
the bear, who unfortunately only gets an 8 with a 5. So Sir Barrington
Okay.
might end up going down.
So anyone who saved is taking 17 points of cold damage. Anyone who failed is taking 34.
You,
Damn.
Leticia, you actually take 17 because you're resistant to damage, but I also take the other 17 that you would have taken.
Oh shit. Well, thanks,
Oh.
Papa.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Don't forget, we all have
Ow.
11 temp HP from my earlier
Well,
inspiring being.
Right.
yeah. Well, I think that's Sir Barrington gone because he only has 30 hit points. And he failed, so he took 34 points of cold damage, and Sir Barrington is now gone.
Sir Barrington is the dead.
What's the
So he becomes
concentration check on
dismissed
that? Is it 17 or is it half of it? What is it?
on
10 or half, whichever's higher, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I need to beat a 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that one went flying. Let's grab another.
Oh,
Aha!
gee.
I got an 11.
So you're still concentrating on your
Fount
On
of
your-
Moonlight.
Fount of Moonlight. Okay, cool. Yep, so she's got her bonus action left. She's going to just Misty Step. She's gonna go to the other side of the room. It's only gets her like about 15 feet away. This is a fairly small room.
Oh, good.
But actually, let's call it 10 feet. Like 10 feet from where she was standing from
Wait,
the
she can Cone of
entrance.
Cold and Misty Step at the same time?
Oh, no, because that's a leveled spell, isn't it? Yeah.
And
I was like, unless she's an Eladrin.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's just leave her right where she's at. She's fine. Yeah, we're gonna do the Cone of Cold, and I'll be fine. We'll leave her where she's at as she curses your names. Curse you. All I wanted was just young and pretty again. She wouldn't share. Yeah.
I guess is
Yep.
it my turn again, right?
That's her turn. Yeah, we're back up to the top with Eiland. Yes.
All right, going for the lance again.
Lance it
For the love
is.
of God.
Hit her.
Okay. What is it? 25.
25 will hit, yeah.
And I have toppling with my lance, so she has to make a con save or she falls.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
my
see.
bow has Vex, so her movement speed is
11.
reduced by 10 feet.
Plus
Not that that matters.
Boom.
13.
Okay, her
She has to
con
beat.
save was a 19.
Oh, she beat it for sure. She takes 10 whatever damage that a lance does, piercing, I assume.
Yeah, okay, so you pierce her with the lance. She obviously is wounded. Like, she clutches her side and she kind of almost doubles over a little bit, puts her hand on the bathtub to steady herself.
For Divine Smite, is she a fiend or undead?
No, she's a human.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. So I will pump a Divine Smite into that.
Yep.
That's 11 holy damage or whatever, radiant.
11 more.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Yep. All right. So then we go to Elderon.
How far away is she again?
From you, about 8 feet.
Perfect. I am going to raise my hand and cast Shadow Tendrils.
Shadow tendrils it is. I don't know what that does. Tell me about it.
That sounds familiar.
Within writhing ribbons of quasi-real darkness extend from my hand. As an action, I can make a melee spell attack with the tendrils against any creature within range.
Oh, okay. So the tendrils just exist now, and you can use them to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 cold damage and must succeed at a dexterity saving throw or be restrained.
Oh, okay. Cool. Roll it. Roll your attack.
26.
Yep, it hits. So roll me damage, and then I will give you that dex.
That is going to be 11 damage.
Okay, and she... see. Ooh. She succeeded with a 19 on that dex, I'm assuming. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anything else?
roll
Oh, your mic just went out.
You cut out there for a second. I got the 11 points of damage. Is he gone?
I think his internet might just dropped.
Oh no.
hello.
Oh, you
Oh,
back?
there we go.
Okay.
You're back.
Yeah, I got the 11 points of damage. She rolled a 19 on her dex save.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that good? That's it for you?
And then of course I have my hounded.
dog.
Oh wait, I can also do as a bonus action, I can unleash simmering magic within me for 1 minute.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
your
you can do the
sorcerer
thing. Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
And I do have your direwolf stat pulled up.
Thank you.
So D20 plus 5.
Yep, the spell save DC of my sorcery spell.
Is there anyone within 5 feet of her? Any allies
No.
within 5 feet of her? No? Okay,
I've
so
been
then pack
doing-
tactics wouldn't give him advantage.
Yeah, I've been here with reach with my lance. So.
Yeah, she's on the
Terrible.
other side of the tub.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, it would just be a straight roll.
Yep.
D20 plus 5.
D20.
Attacking with the hound.
Thank you. That's going to be a 24.
That does hit.
2d6 plus 3, and then she needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay.
So 11 damage.
Okay. Yeah, once again, like the hound gets her in the leg and her knee sort of buckles. She's really not looking so hot. She's literally holding herself up with the bathtub at this point. But she's still got some fight in her. She's not going down yet. That was Elderon, Leticia.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I'm gonna jump across the fucking bathtub majestically and knee her in the face.
Knock this bitch out. Knock
I
her
love
out.
it.
Just brain her on the bathtub.
16 plus 6 is a 22 to hit.
22
Goodness.
hits. The Rubenesque figure of Leticia Criffington gracefully launches itself over the bathtub, flying in an arc with a knee pressed forward to jam it into her nose. What's the damage?
12 points of damage. Note that she is glowing
Dang.
with ethereal moonlight as well.
12 points of
Hey,
damage
yep.
from a kick? Jesus.
Fount of Moonlight. It's
Oh, yeah, I
7 of it
forgot.
is bludgeoning, 5 of it is radiant.
That's insane.
Yep.
Okay.
If she's still up, I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Eiland by
Yep.
I'm just gonna like straight up, we're in the middle of combat, just blow Eiland a kiss.
Lovers.
And in doing so, I'm a dance bard. I'm going to river dance on her spine.
Oh,
Ah.
I forgot about
I get to
that.
attack whenever I give Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
And all your melee attacks have theirs, right?
All my melee attacks have Fount of Moonlight added to them.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's why I took the spell. It's not a great
Yeah.
spell, but this is fun for this.
Not a bad spell.
Yeah.
That is a 24 to hit. I got
24
18 plus
hits.
6.
Let's see if you can tap Dancer into oblivion.
Oh, I rolled less damage that time. Shit.
Ooh, what you
That's
got?
8 points of damage total.
Okay, she's still there. I mean, you got a few licks in, but she's now desperate. She's pulled a dagger out from her bodice and she's like brandishing it. Don't come any closer. Don't come any closer. Oh yeah, and then it's is that it? Is that for you?
Oh,
Action,
shit.
bonus action, yeah.
Cool. All right, it is her go, and she's going to cast.
Wait, what about Hawthorn? I go after
It is
Leticia.
Hawthorn's go, and
Cool.
Hawthorn is
I'm
going
gonna
to do
shoot this
something that's
bitch in the
different
face.
than what I just said.
Finish it, cousin.
I'm gonna shoot this bitch in the face.
Shoot her in the fucking face. She's technically
it.
still at range, so you're good.
Oh, yes. Okay. Looked like it was going to be something else, but then it wasn't. It's going to be 25 to hit.
Yep.
Christ. Oh my God.
And something I didn't
between
read, if
guns.
you hit a creature with a short bow and oh wait, nope, that's a short bow, not a long bow. I'm wielding a long bow. Never mind. I don't get that. So second one, oh shit. Let's see if it still hits. 14?
Nope.
So I only get one shot.
That
That's
one,
fine with me.
that one, she somehow she manages to like flick her dagger up, and the arrow like gets caught by the dagger, it clatters into the bathtub.
Damn. Okay. Well, she still is going to take a shit ton of damage because I'm concentrating on Hunter's Marks. So she's going to take 9, 10, 16 points of damage as I just draw all the way back and
Yup.
Shoot her.
That's the button. Right in the liver. She's gut shot. It gets her right in the abdomen. She falls down to the floor on the opposite side of the bathtub, drops the dagger. That also clatters into the bathtub. Simone from up top just peeps up as she falls down. She's gagged. There's a little. You can't really tell, but she's obviously saying, "Get me the fuck down from here."
Are we out of
How
combat?
high is the ceiling?
You are out of combat. Yes.
All right.
How high is the
I'm
ceiling?
casting Mage Hand.
It is.
It is a tiny bird, and it's going to go up and it's going to take the gag out of her mouth and start flapping and using its little claws to try and unturn one of the screws around her neck. And I'll just let everyone else get the hands and other things to get her down.
I'm gonna use.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
You got it.
I'm gonna use the bathtub to launch myself into the air and start like grabbing and twisting to undo it because I just want to make an acrobatics check while I'm here.
I
Go
love
for
it.
it. Just do it.
I'm gonna do a prayer of healing, and we'll all get 10 hit points back, including Simone if she's hurt.
Yeah, you're probably gonna want to do that for Simone pretty quick because as soon as that collar comes off her neck, she's gonna start gushing blood everywhere.
Hot.
I got a 21 on my acrobatics check.
She does it. She fucking Charlie's Angels herself all the way up there, and Lucy lose the shit out of those clasps just right off of there.
Okay, while you're doing your prayer of healing, because I don't know how much blood she's gonna fucking hemorrhage in this point, I'm gonna cast a quick cure wounds on Simone just to stem the bleeding a little bit before the prayer of healing comes down and heals her completely. So she gets it's 2d8. Damn.
Oh yeah,
6.
healing spells got buffed in 2020.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
okay, so that's gonna be 20. It's going to be 16 points. Hit points back.
It's
as I pump
it's
a
very
single
difficult.
first level cure wounds into her.
Yep. It's really difficult not to be reminded of the Pegasus when the collar comes undone. Because just for a moment, it is kind of just like spraying, but you get your spell off, your cure wounds, you heal her, and then the Eiland's healing kicks in, and she is safe.
Oh yeah.
Can I have avoided all the blood? I don't want to get blood on my vest.
Make me another acrobatics check.
That acrobatics check is a 15.
I want as much blood on me as possible.
Let's say
That's why
I feel like I'm
blood
also
except
like in that situation where I am like in front of you. The collar comes off and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. I'll just cure wounds. And it's like putting my hand in front of a hose. And
pretty much. Sunflower.
to do the cure wounds.
Yeah.
It's like that commercial with the black tape.
Flex tape.
Yeah.
Literally just my glowing hand just
Flex tape
down onto her.
Yeah.
Holy flex tape. It's white
it.
instead of black. It's made of sunlight.
Widow Chastain lies on the ground dying. She bemoans her ostensible teacher who was meant to teach her the secrets of longevity.
Do we need to save her or
No.
Okay.
I think we can just
Wait, who is the Widow Chastain's BFF? Is it this other lady?
Lady Cartwright, the host.
the
Yeah.
host?
And we don't know where she is, do we?
She's dead on the floor.
She's the dead in the corner.
Yeah, she's dead in the
Been
corner.
dead on the floor this whole time. Yeah, the Widow Chastain killed her.
I'm gonna send a message to the hunky what was the professor I danced with? Sirius.
Yeah.
Sirius, in the basement there's been murders and chaos. Oh Lord.
It's quite
Is the Lady
serious.
Cartwright still alive?
No, she's dead.
She's dead. Okay.
Yeah, she's been dead since you guys entered this room. presumably
other,
it looks
sorry,
like
the other lady.
yeah, Lady Cartwright is dead. The Widow
how-
Chastain is still alive, but she's on the floor dying.
How's
Cool.
Simone look?
I'm going to, because this one shot is basically over at this point, I'm going to
Yep.
resummon Sir Barrington, and he just crunch right on her head.
Oh my god.
Cool. Wow. Yeah, she's
I don't need
real
her
dead.
trying to wiggle her way out of this situation. I know how this shit works with nobles. Nuh-uh, you're not getting out of this, crunch.
Darlings, I would just please ask that no one tell anyone what you saw me do down here. It would be so undignified if they knew. Honestly.
Well, given
Of
the
course
amount of
not.
arrows and lance marks and shadowy damage and a crushed head from a bear, I
Yep.
think we can say that you heroically danced for us in the corner.
Yep,
Inspired us.
for sure.
That's the story we'll go with.
She's just gonna scuff some blood off of her shoe, like, no one needs to see this. And I'm gonna look at the victim lady, and I'm gonna just be like, and you will tell no one what you saw me do. Intimidation.
Roll the intimidation.
I like that so much. Oh.
I got a 2+. It's gonna be under 10 because I don't have expertise.
She just kind of looks at you like,
Can I
what?
provide
But
the help
also-
action by
Please
just
provide the
having
help
Sir
action.
for just letting Sir Barrington drop the other lady's head out of her mouth and it's just onto the ground? You just
Yeah.
With the help action,
Simone
it's a
is
3.
she's
22.
terribly embarrassed anyway. There's no way she would ever mention to anyone that she was taken advantage of so easily. Interestingly, Simone did not drink the wine. She was not charmed. It was scopolamine.
Go Paladin.
Oh, is that like a
It's a drug.
It's a
yeah?
drug.
Oh, it's
It's a powder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it the one that they like put it on an object and like when you grab it, it makes you weird? Like that's why
Yes.
you're not supposed to.
It makes
Ladies,
humans
if a
incredibly
stranger
suggestive.
hands you a note with a gloved hand, don't take it. It might have this stuff on it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Especially
it
if you're in a
essentially
foreign
just
country.
it's basically powdered hypnosis.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
But yeah, that's what I had for you guys. You killed the lady who was, well, not the lady who was stealing all the girls, but the lady who killed the lady who was stealing all the girls because she was jealous.
Yes.
Huzzah.
Yep.
Huzzah.
And presumably Sirius comes down. He, helps encourage you. He pats you on the back, tells you did a lovely job and you shouldn't have had to go through such harsh realities. Eventually the gendarmes come and assess the situation. The party is obviously well ended by
What
now.
a season opener.
Although the gendarmes now have quite a hell of a time trying to round up everybody from the dining room who was still kind of crazy.
I'm gonna also just try to get the rumors. Not even rumor at this point, just the gossip needs to spread about the De Veres fucking each other.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
I need to be
Everybody
the
who's heard
highlight
at
of the
this point.
season, not those inbreeders.
Like
All
reputation
help.
destroyed.
Let's go.
Destroyed. Also, yeah, you guys did accomplish all of the goals for the season too. Yep.
we did.
So I call this a win. Thank you
Hell
for playing,
yeah.
everybody.
Go team.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
We will see you for a regular episode, fingers crossed, next week. So thank you very much
Bye-bye.
and goodbye.